I need some motherfucking money, nigga.
Montez on the beat.
I can feel the heat from a mile away. Louis V shades about the sun rays. Spark at the hops on the front page. Right the Gucci belt with the Fendi face. When you really the one, you can't be replaced. Young tape, I might do the race. Really nigga might just do the dash. Put a whole pill, hope I don't crack. Bad little bitch tryna do half. Lately nigga been on a warpath. Feel like pulling out that 40, put that 40 to a pussy, tell that pussy nigga hold that. It's a wave, you can surf that. Blue faces, I'ma take that. Gas bag, I'm working that. I might break a back, cause I'm serving that. Don't know where I'm at, but bitch, I got a sack. I'm the quarterback, cause I'm tossing that. And I'm flipping that. Keep my throw away.
No, it's about if you want to have sex.
Oh.
Like, if you allergic to latex. So, yeah.
Did you play the music?
Oh, y'all stop. Y'all stop talking right there.
I saw you, nigga. I saw you. I caught that. I caught that. You know, I used to deal with the chick that was allergic to latex.
Yeah.
I did Mercy.
That's what I know about them lambskin.
That's what I'm saying. Lambskins be popping.
Hey, what's up, y'all, man? Welcome to another episode of Words with KB, man. We got the usual suspects in the building. We got my man Basic Logic in here.
Your new microphones.
Oh yeah. We done upgraded.
Hey.
Taxes ain't here, but we still balling like they is.
Hey.
We got my man Mr. Keith. I'll let him do the
AKA
introduction.
Brother Keith, AKA Chronic Knowledge, C Knowledge. New AKA Soul Brother. They've been giving me that one at the job.
My man. And we
Soul
got
brother.
a special guest. It's been a long time coming.
Yes.
Long time coming. She's supposed to been on here weeks ago.
With that goddamn purple
here
on.
now.
But she here now with this purple on.
Yes, I'm
We got-
popping.
she
Royalty.
We got Galloweezy.
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 Galloweezy or Galloway.
Galloweezy
Yes.
F, baby.
There it is, man.
Yes.
Galloway. So I guess we should start with how we know Galloway.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know Galloway. I feel like y'all met Galloway before I met Galloway.
I feel like Ian know Galloway.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met Galloway. That was 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Probably
You
10
old.
years ago.
Dang.
Yeah. She came to a house party
All
and
day, 10 years ago.
Ooh, decade.
In Fort Valley.
she ate my chips. You know,
Oh
the
my
big.
God.
Oh,
the big
boy.
bag.
He's lying.
And Ian got with your ass. I know he got with you
Okay,
when
it
you
was
touched
not.
the chips.
He had the 25-cent bag chips. And they
No,
was in the
no,
bag.
it was
Yes, you did.
it
Yes,
was
you
the
did.
big bag. It was the big variety bag. It was like $6.
Okay, and it was like the 25-cent
Okay,
size bag.
so?
Okay,
That's
so
when they
I
was
The
was in
purple bag, the good flavor.
That's how long ago it was when chips
And
was
I
really
still
25 cents.
But I still remember like yesterday because me and Ian got into it.
I know y'all.
We got
If you
into it
touch
that
this man
day.
chips
That
back
nigga
That
then,
day.
Yeah, he don't play by his chips.
that nigga
I
let you
thought he was
share.
lying.
He'll share anything. He even share his women, but them chips.
Nah, he don't play by them fucking
Them
chips. bro.
chips. Oh
I was
man.
living off chips.
Where did that chip infatuation start, bro?
Yes.
I don't like sweets.
I remember
so.
when Travis worked at Frito Lane and brought you that box and all them different types of chips. That nigga Ian said, "You my favorite LB."
Oh my gosh.
Shout out
I
TD.
promise. All these years I thought he was lying.
Nah.
That nigga
Dead
love
ass.
I
chips,
know.
boy.
Yeah.
But we got into it that night.
Yeah,
There it
she
is.
stole my chips. She didn't even
No, I
really
did not.
know me like that. And
It was
she
a
was eating
house
my
party. They
Yes.
had all the food.
It
All
was
the
a
food was
Zeta.
ran through.
Y'all Sigma.
Y'all was at the frat house?
Y'all our
Yes.
brothers.
Yes. And then I seen a bag of chips off in the corner. So I'm like,
Yeah. In the
This is for
corner.
me.
Off in the corner.
so I ate it. I was walking through the house. Here he come. Where you get them chips? I'm like, what?
Chip,
Who are
chip,
you?
nigga.
She looked me up and down like I was short too. She was just
Oh,
like in the kitchen.
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
But yeah. So she is a Zeta. So that's when we mentioned the frat house, man. We are men of Sigma.
day.
She is a lady of a woman of Zeta Phi Beta. Is that how they say it?
Finer woman.
A finer woman
yeah.
of Zeta Phi
Lady,
Beta.
woman, either one is cool.
So so we got some a video to get into. You got a basic logic tip of the day. You
Hold
gonna wait
on.
for the end,
Take
right?
these.
Is that video
Nah,
you
we got
sent
in.
to the group?
Bruh.
Let's take these shots.
I keep forgetting the damn shots, bro. What's going on?
I don't
Hey,
want to.
hey, shout out Jameson. Yeah, we done upgraded over here.
James, what's good, bro?
Kelvin done claimed about 4 kids on his
Yeah,
taxes this
really?
year.
You know my arm. We're doing this? Yeah, that's so messed
This
up.
shit nasty as hell.
It's good for you.
Kelvin done claimed 2 cousins, somebody else's baby, and his god babies.
Bro, chill, bro. Chill, bro. Hey, but let me say this. Some housekeeping before we go into this. So this is streaming right now from my personal page. This won't. We're only gonna stream a partial of the episode here. So you need to click the pin link which is gonna take you to the other page, which will also take you to the Words with KB podcast group page. So we want you all to go there and watch the finish watching the full episode there. So we'll give you some heads up. But we want to go into this video right quick so we can
go over there.
Right.
That's gonna be 0 people.
So we get we gonna do that so we can get the shits out the way. We got a little quick video to show.
Oh, you can't see the bottle still, but it says the True Serum. We got to color that in for next time. This ain't coloring.
Oh, is this that video in sent to the group? We're gonna do the, oh my god. Oh, I ain't see this one. Oh, that's my boy right there. You know, I fuck with him. Hey, play that. Yeah, I fuck with my boy now. Oh shit. Kevin got the goddamn light skinned eyes on his band, and nigga, you see that shit?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It's not playing.
Eating all her baby fruit snacks, shirt off, taco meat in the skillet, basketball shorts,
he hella
no
ugly.
Freak nigga, uniform.
All these internet niggas is ugly, bro. They be giving me confidence.
She came in the room
I'm
on
start
the
doing
seductive act. You feel me?
Because like niggas be like zoomed in on their face, ugly as
just
shit.
Give me the light and pass the
God.
But they got the
But see, I don't translate.
I mean inside and I must
I've been told plenty of times.
which one is
I don't take good pictures.
I know, like anytime I meet somebody in person.
Okay, I was about to say translate.
I don't. Anytime I meet somebody in person, they always like,
me
oh,
on
that in person.
You feel?
Oh, I've never heard anybody
Say
say my
less.
pictures look better.
But then she jumped.
Shorty in the gym though. I see she got a little phone. I like
They
that.
can hear. We
God,
just,
my hands.
oh, it just ain't right. They can
What you
hear.
talking about? She.
We
No,
can't hear.
he's dangerous. You gotta have.
Stop talking over it then.
I instantly took her advice. You feel me? So I'm trying to hurry up and put my clothes on and gather my things. I slid to the closet, out of sight, out of mind. So I left the door cracked a little bit. You feel me? So I could peep the scene. I'm thinking, fool, built like a refrigerator. He pulled up. You feel me? Tell me why he came in. Minimize. You hit me? Oh, no, nephew. I ain't never finna be in no closet for no whole midget. So I popped out like, well, damn. Shorty was looking like she was blue. Lil' folks was like, who the fuck is you? Pound, no talking, you feel me? Then I seen him reach for a square in his ear. What you gonna do? Short me down? Fuck you talking about? He got to looking at me, then he handed Shorty the square. Buddy ass looked like he wanted to tee up. Rush my goofy ass. I tried to, you feel me? He took me down to the ground. Bing, 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 bing. Boy, you would have thought it was a pinball machine in the room. You feel me? Shorty pulled him up off. I'm leaking. You hear me? Retreat. Left my mics and everything. You hear me? Moral of the story, bro. Never underestimate midgets, bro. Them motherfuckers got power. You hear me? Oh, God. Oh, God, I remember this one time I was going to slide to the show on the 7th with this girl. I remember she had some decent little buns on her too whole time. So we on the bus stop. I remember I hit her ass with the demo like. So this what we finna do. I'ma go in and buy the ticket, you feel me? And I'ma slide in, come back out, give you the ticket, and then we both finna. She like, boy, ain't nobody finna do all that. We could just stop at my house first. I got some money. Say less. Love. Miss Independent. So we pimp back to her slide. We get in, her OG tapping on business. You hear me? She, I know I told you.
And afterwards, he put the Comcast information on looking to buy Comcast.
House. Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Mark.
That looking dumb, her OG.
That's some real nigga shit. I like that.
Was that the bootleg though?
Treated
No, that was
shorty
real.
as,
Oh,
you feel me?
okay.
So I ain't want no smoke with the
They don't
lady.
do
So I
bootleg cable anymore, man. That's what
slid to
Bro,
the
yeah,
side.
You don't need it.
That's what I hate about the
Come on
digital
in,
age.
baby.
You don't
How
need it.
Shit ain't bootleg.
You ate.
You don't need bootleg shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
nigga, we need
Oh,
bootleg
man.
shit. Nigga, the hood.
So then she had me
Basically,
follow her to
You should have to
the
bootleg your power. You can't even do that
So I
no more.
walked to the
Yeah,
table. and I
basically, can you
sit
sum
down
up
and
that
I see.
video for Galloway since
Bro,
you
tell
couldn't
me
hear
why
it?
she
Oh,
came and got something out
yeah.
the oven, bro.
Basically,
What Drake say? So
he
thick
was
that
at
everybody
a chick's
else in
house.
the room
The
is
fruit
so
snacks on the bed because
uncomfortable.
he was like, he
Fuck you
eating
talking about?
all her kids' snacks.
You had me.
I've been telling you, I don't like that shit.
Yeah, so then she
she
said,
walked
"Oh,
over
my
to
husband
the cabinet.
coming home. You know, he
Grabbed a
crazy."
giant sheet.
So he
Trying
hid
to
in the
open them
closet
before she
and he
couldn't,
saw
so
that
then
he
she-
was short because
Could
he was
you open
expecting to
this
be
for me,
like,
baby?
you know, somebody big and
Alright,
swole.
cool.
When he
So I
saw
come
the
open
little
the
dude out
full
there, he
sheet.
hopped out like, "What's
Get the
up?"
rubbing on my
Oh,
nose.
okay.
And then you saw he got drugs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what it was. But you gotta hear his tone and how he was saying shit. The shit was funny as fuck. But we're gonna send it to you.
Okay.
But we gotta. I think this might be a little lengthy topic, so we need to just jump into the motherfucker. So last week we did the coming out episode.
No,
That wasn't last week.
That was last week when Kelvin came out.
That was last week.
no, Kelvin did not come out.
I was ignoring that shit.
No,
But yeah, I
that
think
was 2 weeks
It
ago.
was 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah, right. Last week we did a remote. All right, so 2 weeks ago we did the coming out episode. At the end of that episode, we kind of ended it on the note of, does toxic masculinity play into, us being closed off to the to gay people and LGBTQT folks. Sorry if I missed the letter. So we kind of ended it off on that topic, and we wanted to pick it up and talk about toxic masculinity on this episode. So we definitely needed a female opinion on this because we're pretty closed off to what toxic masculinity is, unless you're enlightened like me. But most guys are not. So you probably can tell which side of the table I'm on. But we want to talk about it.
Sounds like toxic masculinity to me. Trying to affirm how much he knows over other men to show his dominance.
Put my dominance
Show his
down.
dominance.
All right.
Domination.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let me start off with
So
this.
clearly.
Right. So let me start off with this because I want us to get some definitions out of the way.
No,
So
before you give me the real definition, I want to hear Galloway's definition on toxic masculinity.
No, let's pull up the real
No, he
definition.
got it. But I want
I
to
got it
hear
right.
before she's changed
Okay.
her mind on what her definition.
Okay.
We got a woman here today.
Okay, well, mine is like just a guy trying to take dominance or keep doing things that could potentially be hazardous and could cause death. And masculinity, toxic. It's hazardous and it could cause death.
Death?
Yes, toxic masculinity. It could go that far.
It has.
And it has. Please, you guys have not seen the news.
It has caused death.
Yeah, I seen women in the news, but whatever.
No, it has caused.
Okay,
I saw
don't
Bow Wow
start.
get beat up.
Yeah.
Oh, let me talk about
And
that,
we've
though.
seen thousands of women get beat up.
No, I know. That's
Okay.
a serious.
So I'm just saying that's what it could cause. But in the shorter term, I think that is something that's hazardous. Somebody trying to put themselves on somebody, but like over them, like a superior type thing.
Okay.
And to where it's no second, like anything other than what I'm saying or doing, it doesn't matter.
She hitting some points that's in the definition.
We'll put a pin on that. I'm
Right.
gonna come back to that.
So let me read this right, so we can have the context for the conversation, right? So the definition from this is Terry Cooper's, right? This is his definition of toxic masculinity. He's some guy who wrote some kind of
White guy?
book or something. It sounds white.
Is
But,
his name Terry Webster? Because that's the definition I want to hear.
All right, but it's no definition for in the Webster for toxic masculinity. It's such a new term, right? So the definition is the constellation of socially regressive male traits that serve to foster domination. She touched on this. The devaluation of women, homophobia, and deliberate violence. This is the definition I think we should move on for this episode. Do you guys agree? Basic, you making a little smirk over there.
Let's just get it cracking.
All right, so
I feel a little-
So toxic masculinity, it devalues women, perpetuates what this is dominance.
dominance, yes.
But what part of the dominance though? What part?
Dominance means like
No, read it.
Oh, let me read it again. So let me just start over. The constellation of socially regressive male traits that serve to foster domination, the devaluation of women.
So socially regressive. Okay.
Yep.
Domination. Okay.
Yep. So it serves to foster domination, the devaluation of women, homophobia, and deliberate violence.
Okay.
Yep.
I can go
You
with
got that?
The only thing I don't agree with so far is who defines what's a socially regressive trait.
I think these are
Like different
things.
social settings are different, right? Like we
Yeah,
want
yeah.
you to wash when you come over.
Mhm.
Some cultures don't wash.
Right.
So would that be
Okay.
socially regressive for them or
I
socially
think
regressive for us?
I think socially regressive as in okay, definitely in the context of where you are, right? So things that in the past made sense or it worked like okay, I don't want to use this example, but like paying on the first date, you know what I'm saying? Women didn't have access to money and stuff back then, so it made sense for you to pay for blah, 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 right? But now people have money, so maybe that's toxic masculinity. We're going to get into that later on the show, but it's kind of like, you know, stuff that we did in the past that it's not really effective or it doesn't apply right now.
So it's still some nuance in it. We'll define it.
Right. So I want to start with the first question. I'm going to do this the basic. What does it mean to you to be a man?
What, like now or like this in general?
Not yesterday.
I mean, well, I guess because it's always like a iffy subject because I feel like there's a big attack on men now, like just through the media. Like everything is they put that label of toxic on masculinity, and it just kind of cancels out men. If you don't like a certain thing or you state your opinion strongly, it's always looked at as toxic now, and that's where like I always kind of scratch my head. And a lot of times I tend to not say stuff because I'm like I don't feel like arguing with people about it. But to me, I guess to get back to your question, to me, a man is someone who, you know, is a provider for their family, a protector, stands up for the community and what they believe is right. Somebody who's honest, owns up to their mistakes. Pretty much it, yeah.
All right, same question to you, Mr. Key.
What defines a man?
Yeah, what does it mean to you to be a man? Come around to you, Galloway.
I mean, for me, so you mean to say either you're a man or a woman, right?
I'm saying the traditional thoughts of, you know, what a real man is. What are some attributes that make that definition for you?
I mean, personally? First and foremost, penis and testicles. Like that. No, I'm saying it because that's because that's one of the issues.
A lot of people got penises now.
Nah, a lot of them don't have penises. They wish they did.
You can get a penis. You can get a penis.
I mean a non-GMO penis. That's what I mean. Organic on the pelvis. Non-GMO.
Homegrown.
You gotta get so
non-GMO. Also too, I really believe just being a man is. I think that any guy can define what being a man is. Like, I don't look at another guy and be like, well, he's not a man because I don't know his life. But so to me, the biggest thing is a physical attribute. Like,
okay, so
I recognize you as a man.
Okay,
you have these parts.
So you're more on the physical traits. That's what makes you a man, right? Okay. All right, Galloway, do you have any thoughts like what
Biological
makes a
traits.
man a man? I mean, no restraints on that question, right? Whatever makes a man to you, is that a thing for you?
I'm gonna say like it would have to be a physical thing first.
Right.
Like, okay, you're a man because your body looks like this. You have a penis. Well, you can have short hair or dreads. It doesn't really matter. But if your physical attributes are towards a man,
right,
and if you have an Adam's apple,
right,
as well.
Where's the XY chromosome? Is that XY? Who's saying XY chromosome?
Yeah. So, but then if I were to go into what type of man would interest me, then I would go to a provider and a protector.
Oh.
Then I would start like,
Gotcha.
I'm heavy on it.
We're gonna put a pin on that too.
Okay. So I asked that question to go into, do you believe in gender identity?
Gender roles or gender identity?
Like traits that
like
go
me
with a gender.
Me personally, because we in this new age especially, I mean, people can define and identify whatever the fuck they want. Like, my biggest issue, especially with younger people, talking to them, you tell them a word, you'll tell them a word like this
what?
Is a bottle.
Yep.
And they be like, well, I think a bottle is. Nah, I don't care what you think it is.
Yeah.
This is a damn bottle, but this is a age where we define whatever we want to. So you can identify, like you personally can identify how you want to. Mm-hmm. I'm going to identify you how I identify you. Now, I'm going to respect your wishes. Mm-hmm. If you tell me I want to call me they, you know, I'm all of it. Call me they. I'm like, okay, this brother wants to be called they. In my mind, this brother or this sister wants to be called they, and I'll call you they, but you can't change me from identifying you. So yeah, I think you can identify however you want to. Like that's
okay.
You know,
So
it's
you agree basically that you don't believe in a gender identity, or do you believe in gender identity? Meaning that there are traits that all men have, or there's an identity that you can relate to a gender.
I mean, I'm kind of old school, so I do feel like there has to be order in the household. Now, however your household is, whether you would say you're the man of your household or, you know, that's the woman, but I just feel like there needs to be order. There are different roles, so I feel like there always needs to be like a hierarchy in the house. Like, and that's the case, it would be all chaos. Like, you can't have the kids act like they the parents, you know, and the parents acting like they the kids. Like, it has to be order in the house. So
what's the hierarchy?
I mean,
what's the hierarchy then? It's a good.
Like I said,
hierarchy.
Like I said, I'm old school, so I feel like it should be,
make it plain.
Whether it's a man or, you know, in these days we have same sex marriages as well. So, but there should be someone who is that provider. What is your hand up for?
I was trying to get Kelvin to recognize it, so when you finish your thought, I didn't want to.
Oh,
yeah, you coming up.
Put your hand over.
It ain't clear.
I'm trying to let Kelvin recognize that. I'm not going to cut you off.
No. Mute his mic.
See, I try to be respectable.
No, appreciate you, bro. No. Sound effects.
I'm working on them, y'all. I don't know where they all go, but we had sound effects.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah. Nah, but there should always, like I said, there should be that main point person of the house that, you know.
But that can be female or male?
Yeah, female or male.
Okay.
It just needs to be somebody who's the main, probably disciplinarian, the main provider, you know, someone who keeps the house in order, whether it be finances or physically maintaining the house. Yeah, and then you got the kids that just do whatever the parents tell them.
So basically, your hierarchy is parents and then children.
Yeah.
Right? But within parents, there isn't a hierarchy there. Or, you know, like, there is a hierarchy where the man is over the woman is what I'm getting to.
Not a over it. It's a team. Like, I like to always push things back to, like, probably sports analogies. There should always, everybody has to play their role in their position. You may do other things at a certain point in time, not saying like, hey, you know, the one that's the child bearer, they just watch the kids all the time and you don't have to help do nothing, or this person just makes all the money so you don't ever get any help from anybody else. But everybody needs to know their main roles, and, you know, if something changes or we have to change for a certain point in reason, like, it should already be known that, hey, I like having people do what they're best at. I'm like that even at work. If you're successful in doing this and in the household, if you're the best cook, I'm gonna tell you, hey, you cook. Whether you're a man or woman, I just feel like, you know, because a lot of times we're like, it's the big thing now. It's like, hey, you know, a lot of ladies nowadays, I feel like a lot of them don't really know how to cook, which is not necessarily an issue, but somebody in the house needs to know how to cook. If you can't cook, then your partner need to be able to cook, or y'all gonna be spending a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. When we talk about toxic masculinity, right? Because I want to get to the root of it. Because I think people want to identify as they identify.
I want to say with the whole gender identity thing that there is gender identities, because even if you're a female wanting to be a man and you get your parts changed, you're gonna get a penis. You know what I'm saying? If you're a guy that wants to be a female, you're going to get breasts, and you may try to get a vagina. So I think that it is gender identity, because just as far as the physical body. Now, as far as gender roles,
that's true.
I mean, I'm more traditional. I grew up in West Virginia, so I believe in the whole, like, yeah, a guy's supposed to do that. They should be taking out the trash. They should be doing that, and this is what I should be doing. Now that females and males are both working, sometimes females make more money. Now that's when you get into, like, okay, well, I can cook, you can cook too, then we need to switch it out. Especially if I'm working 40 hours, you need to go pick up the kids, you need to do this. Like, I think that that is like a further discussion. But as far as like, I mean, I'm real sick on gender roles.
So when people, and I hear that a lot of the time, I hear that a lot when people talk about gender. When I bring up toxic masculinity, they talk about, they always start when I'm traditional, right? And does the
toxic masculinity? That's the sound of toxic masculinity.
That really is most that you can relate that sound to toxic masculinity.
Hilarious.
But does a lot of those traditional traits and those traditional roles have toxic masculinity? I believe they do.
Well, then let's get to that then.
Yeah.
What is real toxic masculinity outside of abusing women? Because that's wrong, right?
Okay.
Disregarding homosexuals in any capacity, right? Because
your
your child is
for sure.
So outside of those two things, what
Dominance.
else? Okay, so pause right there.
Yeah.
Because see, when you say the dominance, what do you mean by
Like
you
racism, kind of.
Nah, hell, don't do that.
Well, no. When I say, let me explain that because I know how you would go. So when I say racism, I'm thinking a group of people, men, creating a society or some type of hierarchy. Because he talked about a hierarchy that seemed fair to me, right? You play on your strengths. But there's a lot of people that have a hierarchy that doesn't play to anybody's strengths. It's just, I'm the man, so I'm at the top of this hierarchy. You know? And there's a lot of traits and actions that follow around these type of behaviors, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's toxic. A lot of that is toxic masculinity to me. Those are outside of your homophobia and physically hurting women.
So that's what I mean, though, right? Because when you talk about a dominance, right? And I guess because I don't want to jump the gun because I'm gonna bring that up because I think race definitely plays a part in the toxic masculinity, but we're gonna get there because right now we're gonna just talk about all men, right? And when you talk about dominance, because I feel like sometimes I'm gonna just use animals, right? When you see like the animal kingdom, when it comes to like a dominant in a pack, right? The dominant wolf. 9 times out of 10, those wolves just kind of let that wolf be dominant. And hold on, listen, hold on. And the only time that dominant wolf is not the dominant wolf anymore is when another dominant wolf comes and fights to win, right? So I say that to say I think every relationship will have a dominant person and a recessive person. It just so happens that a lot of times the men are the dominant ones because our society, especially Western society, puts a lot of stock into economics, and money. So if I'm a man and I make the most money, I'm dominant, right? Overall. Now let's segue that into the racism because white men traditionally were the ones that make the most money. Even when it comes to black men and black women, we're kind of about the same when it comes to pay. Yeah. Anytime you hear about equal pay and that's toxic, it's not equal pay to all men. It's equal pay to white men. But actually, Asian men make more than white men. But nobody says that. But it's not about black.
Nobody cares about
exactly.
That,
but it's not about black men. To me, it's about this whole toxic masculinity that's being put on everybody. To me, is just a offshoot of the white male supremacy system that dominated all of us.
Why?
Because the last thing is traditionally when I look at my culture and I look at like the brothers in the community, even here in Atlanta, right? Yeah. The community, right? They uplift the women. I grew up in a household where men.
What part of town are you talking about?
I'm talking about the community. Now, if you're not a part, what do you mean? What community?
What community is uplifting?
Like the Let Us Make Man brothers. They all uplift their women. Like they give scholarships to women specifically for that.
But I think they may do that, but that still doesn't mean they're uplifting women.
What you mean?
Just because you're giving a scholarship. I mean, that doesn't mean you're uplifting women. I'm saying,
if I'm sending your ass to school, that's uplift.
No, or you could be trying to have dominance and take control. Because when I go to school, now you can say what I can and can't.
I sent your ass to school. They can say that.
That's what I'm saying about the dominance.
But see, that's what I mean, and that's what I mean right there, right? What? That's what I mean right there. How could you automatically run to dominance? I sent you to school. I didn't say nothing about what you got to study.
No, okay.
I didn't say nothing. Black Girls Code, right? If I donate money to Black Girls Code, I'm a black man that's uplifting black women through that. I'm not saying here's my money and y'all better be coding Java.
Okay, so
and not C+.
Okay, so I'm not talking about people who are just donating or doing this. So let's go back to the animal kingdom, right? So you have wolves that go out there. So it's the male wolf that is hunting, right? So for the rest of the day, the wolf is asleep. The female is taking care of what needs to be taken care of. So the only reason why that wolf is not getting the food because he got dominated by another man. So now let's say that the wolf tried to come back and said he brings back the dinner. And so this him and his dominance. And he's like, okay, well, I got the dinner, but Wolf Sarah, you gonna do this because I bought this. Wolf Jessica, you gonna do this because I did this. So now the wolf is portraying like this dominance because he got the food. But he needs not to forget, when you're asleep all day, who's taking care of everything? So that's what I'm saying about the dominance thing. You try to, not you, sorry. Like the toxic masculinity thing is,
not even that.
They try to take like, well, I did this. But okay, so let's like, what movie was that? I think Medea. He got all this money and then left the girl, Kimberly Elise. She was in it.
Oh, you talking about that movie? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but without her, he wouldn't have got as big as he did. But then he treated her like crap because what? He made all the money and had all the money.
And that's what I'm saying. Where wrong is wrong, I think wrong has always been wrong. Like, I don't think that was right or wrong. Wrong has always been wrong. I just think that this is my issue with toxic masculinity, and I'll sum it up as this: women don't know when they win. Y'all do not know when y'all win.
Okay, give me an example.
Example. I'm going to give you a scholarship to go to school. That's it. Period. That's it.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. That's different.
No, I'm saying that's it.
Okay, but who
that's
are
it.
you to me? Are you a scholarship
See,
foundation?
that's what I'm saying.
No,
you just won. You just won.
Context matters.
No, she just won. I just said that.
I won, but how did I get it? Are you a guy that shows interest in me? You like me? You're showing that you got all this money. Say, hey, I'm gonna give you this money.
We got a comment.
What does
We got a good comment. We want to.
Matters.
You still gonna take the money?
No, maybe I won't.
Why do women strip?
We got a good comment.
Because
Here.
Not
guys are gonna come
masculinity.
in-
So look,
comment
basic. Can you comment on this, man? Jesus. Thinking a woman's
Getting
opinion.
hot.
Thinking a woman's opinions is less important than a man's, or men in politics deciding women's rights when it comes to abortion, birth control, reproductive issues is toxic masculinity.
Yes,
I agree.
Bingo.
Do you agree?
Okay,
Do you
bingo.
agree with this basic? You could think about it. You don't have to answer right now.
I guess yeah, like I said, I'm trying to think of, because I got to preface my words a little bit here, because I don't think because we kind of rushed past the definition a lot, and I really want to.
I can repeat it.
No, I'm not talking about that definition.
Okay.
I'm talking about what people define toxic masculinity is, because to me, it's like a lot of that old school way of thinking, like Med just said about telling women what to do with their bodies and things such as that nature, which I totally understand. You shouldn't be able, because I think they just passed some law.
Just pass the 6
where-
week abortion bill.
Yeah.
Y'all boys better wrap it up because 6 weeks is not enough time.
Doing it.
But
Also,
Our
enough
game
time?
is not
Shit.
strong.
Nigga,
For
you
me, it is.
Oh,
But-
you got 1
Yeah,
week
you
to change
may
your
be
mind.
next.
Boy.
but
Oh,
you
so
also
you know, yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
Man.
it's over.
And not to get too much off subject, but I feel like a lot of things that men are doing that are considered toxic, the reason why they've been able to do it, because a lot of women are okay with men being in these toxic quote unquote thoughts.
He
Now,
just
that
hit it
is
on the
true.
head.
That is
like, why
true.
do women strip? I'm still trying to figure this out. We got toxic masculinity, but why are you still shaking your ass every night? What's the
Well,
purpose?
the
I'm
toxic-
fine with women doing that.
No, I'm fine with it too. But
No,
I want
I'm
to know
saying-
how
What?
that plays
Hold
into
on.
toxic
What-
masculinity.
Wait. Let's cover this comment
Okay,
she
yeah,
made.
'cause-
So
Yeah.
the comment. So
And then she also said opinions, and I think that's the issue with women and men dialogue as
Think
well.
opinions?
Now, listen, a lot of times men deal in facts. Like, think about how many times you've argued with your girl, and you give her a fact. You say, "Hold on, look at the text message. Look at the time. I called you at this time." She's still gonna hit you with the, "Well, I felt like."
Well, we come.
That's an
now,
opinion.
that's
an opinion. So I'm not gonna say your opinion is less, but an opinion overall is always less than a fact. I can't. You can
Well,
change
let's not say
opinions.
that guys deal. In fact, we'll say guys are more logical and women
I'll
are
take
more
that.
emotional. Because
I'll
y'all
take
be
that.
lying now.
I'll
Because you
take
could have
that.
called her just so it could show up in your phone and then hung up. So let's not.
You're right. You're right.
So,
I'll take that.
okay.
I'll take that. I'll take that. But to that point, though, she said opinions, and I'm not gonna ever say your opinions is less than mine. But anybody's opinion to me, if I come with a fact, your opinion automatically goes below that fact, because you can have different opinions. You can't have different facts.
So okay, but there are some issues with going the logic route, right? Because you remove the emotional side of all things, right? So that's why they can pass the act like what's the name of the pill thing?
Oh no, that's this week abortion bill. That's not logical at all.
But
because their logic was that's still life because the heart's beating.
Yeah.
And who made that decision?
My issue is that these are still the same Republicans that once that life is out of the womb, you don't give a damn about.
Wow,
You don't try to put money in that hood. You try to lock the parents up for not taking care of that same seed. That a responsible parent was like, hey, we made a mistake.
Right.
You go $200 right quick, take care of that.
Right.
Versus now I got to come up with $200,000 over the course of 18 years.
Now,
or the fact that it doesn't matter because it's my body and why are you trying to tell me what I gotta do?
Now
That's the first point.
Just so we don't get away from that, because that's where like my rebuttal with that is that women want to have control, which they should, over their body when it comes to that. But if me and you came together to make that seed, why can't the man have? Why did Keith? You perfect example. You know, here in Georgia, the fathers have no rights here.
Oh yeah, they
So it's like if I'm somebody with means and you want to keep that baby, best believe she not gonna go to the clinic. But if it's little Leroy to stand on the corner, or if it's Lonzo that's just got the #1 draft pick, I'm finna keep that baby. So it's like, I feel like they need to come up with some way where it should be like, because you say, oh, I can't tell you what to do, but if that's both our seat, I should have some type of say so in it.
So then maybe that could be a part of the law, not somebody that doesn't have nothing to do with it. Maybe it'd be the guy that had.
But now
the only
don't.
bad part about it, I mean, at the end of the day, they carrying the baby. So it's like, we can have an opinion.
I gotta carry the economic workload.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. But at the end of the day, they gotta carry the baby.
You chose to carry that baby.
No, that's what I'm saying. Give them the choice to carry it or not. That's the whole thing.
I feel like
we're taking away the choice.
So you're saying if you was in a relationship, but all these situations are not in relationships.
No. This is me. I feel like a good addendum to it would be if me and you come together and we have a baby. If I'm the man, if I decide that I don't want to have the baby, I should be able to sign away all my parental rights. And if you still want to keep that baby and raise it, that's on you. I don't have to do nothing.
Now, I do agree with an addendum because now
I
if there
agree with
is,
that one though.
I'm not saying that one, but I'm saying if it is a guy, because I do know some
They
guys.
do that sperm base all the time.
Yeah.
But
that's what sperm bank is.
Every man gonna be doing
that's exactly
this
what
to
a
get out
sperm
of the
bank is.
Okay, but
No, they won't. No, they won't. Because some dudes,
most
love
dudes
their
is
kids.
an accident, and they gonna be doing this to get away from it.
Okay, I'm not saying I agree to his addendum, but I do agree that if there is a guy that does want to be a part and he says no, that maybe he does get to sign something, they need to come to an agreement or something like that, because it does take two to mingle. Now, the female is carrying that baby, and a lot of times, a lot of guys would do what Ian said. They would just leave her hanging high and dry.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They would leave her hanging.
But listen,
that's terrible.
Hold on, let me raise my hand because
hold on, we got a great comment right here from Jameson Smallwood. He said that's a toxic statement to say that women aren't logical. I never even thought about that, but it is. Like I say it all the time. Women aren't logical. Women aren't logical. That's toxic.
No,
they
say it all the time.
Anytime
she just said it.
And I didn't say women aren't logical. I said let's not say
y'all emotional.
I said women are known to be emotional and men are known to be logical.
But known is the key word there.
Exactly.
If you're not emotional, what are you?
That's the truth, because anybody who starts a sentence by matter of fact. Who was here last? Remember Emerson?
Listen, you can't say that because some men are emotional and some
a lot of men are emotional these days. We're flipping roles and it's getting ridiculous.
I'm cool with the flipping the roles.
Listen,
flip it.
Listen, everybody.
We've been spending so many years, logical numbers. We can't express ourselves. It's time to flip that shit.
I'm not saying you cannot express yourself, but if you're doing too much, you're doing way too much.
Acting feminine.
You're acting like me.
Yeah.
See, this toxic. Listen, that's toxic. What you mean acting like me? What does that mean?
No, you're talking about, I feel. No,
what's wrong with I feel?
No,
it's not based on any fact.
Hold on,
bro. It's nothing wrong with saying I feel.
Kelvin, listen.
Oh my God.
No, look, this is perfect. This is what I knew was gonna happen. Because y'all titled it Toxic Masculinity, but the real topic is Toxic Femininity. That's the real. Listen.
Hit him with a ding. We got a ding over there.
No.
We got a ding over there. Hit him with a ding.
No, we don't.
Oh no!
What? There you go. You took that sound.
edit that.
Every time you hear that sprinkle, that's
Come on,
advanced logic.
producer. No, that's
No.
Advanced logic time.
advanced logic.
Advanced logic.
Listen, let me school y'all a little bit because just like it's a big, like I said, it's a big attack now on quote unquote the man or toxic masculinity. But like I said, the reason why men act like this is because women like for a lot of times. For
But
us to
I
act
agree
like
with
this.
you earlier.
Listen,
I agree
know.
with you earlier.
Listen,
I said there
and
are
at the end of
females
the
that
day,
like it.
listen, you can't say like you used the animal analogy. You can't want somebody to be tough and be a protector and a provider, and then on the other end, Kelvin wants to switch it. He wants to be more express himself and tell you how he feels and maybe think more of like his emotions. Like, yeah, maybe that may not be the right thing, but this makes me feel this type of way.
Okay.
But see,
That's
y'all
what I'm working
ladies,
towards.
y'all don't want no dude like that. Y'all
No.
What do you call dudes like that? Who
You
wanna
just
express
said you
themselves?
don't want
No,
you don't
but-
want dudes saying I feel.
Kelvin, let
No,
her
I said
say
it
it.
was
Let her
example.
say it. What do you call dudes like that? Well, you know.
No,
you
I'm not saying.
What do you call them?
What I'm saying is,
What
if
you
he's
call
talking
him?
about he feels and stuff, what is
Yes.
that female doing? That female is being more masculine. I
don't
don't want to
think
be
so.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that-
so.
Why do you
Honestly,
think
it's
so?
Guys, I mean not guys, but that whole the feminine movement and all that stuff. I'm not trying to do that. I am not trying to do that because that gets us further away from the point.
You are the 98% out that don't want to do that.
Well,
you like,
I don't want to do that. I ain't trying to be the man. I'm not
yeah,
trying to do all this
I want to
stuff.
be pampered
But
sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
we
want to
know.
have to be working 40, 50 hours
Listen,
a week.
Bro, we
And
don't
then-
want to either.
but listen, but you can't.
I don't want to do that shit.
Listen,
What you want to do?
Listen, my time is I don't want to work 40, 50 hours
he
a
is
week.
the
Fuck
new
that
man.
shit.
He'd be okay being barefoot and pregnant in the house. Kelvin,
Would
wouldn't
you,
you?
Kelvin?
Yes.
If I had to do it.
Yes.
No, not if you had
No,
to.
not if you had.
wanted to.
If you gave a choice, when
So
y'all
wait,
got
wait, wait.
listen,
This is you.
So I'm with a lady who got some money.
no, yeah.
No,
listen,
no.
look.
No, wait, let me just go through the
no,
basics.
let me give.
Okay,
Do she
let
got
me,
money?
No, let me give you
Do
a
she got
scenario.
money?
Listen,
Okay.
I know you,
And-
KB.
and
Let me give KB his scenario. KB, you meet a young lady. She's higher up in Google. She making bank.
Okay, she coming up exec. Okay,
yeah,
I like
she
her.
making
Or
bank.
why don't she,
I
why
like
can't she be a regular guy would be doing? So make her. Why she gotta
Okay,
be up in Google?
she's
Okay.
a
'Cause we gotta deal
consultant.
with-
She
She's
all right.
a
She do what I do.
consultant. Yeah, she does what you
Okay.
do.
Cool.
She making good money.
Let's go.
You just want a game. You're a gamer, so you just want to pursue your
Oh,
gaming
for
career.
sure.
And she's making enough money where you can do that full
She can
time.
support us both.
Yes, and when it comes time for y'all to get pregnant and have a baby, you have the choice to have a baby and just stay at home. What you choosing?
What's a gamer?
He plays video games.
But is he getting money to be a gamer?
Nah,
If he wins,
You never starts off at.
I mean,
You never start off anything at first getting
So
money.
what's your
Listen,
winning
Galloway,
score like?
She
Galloway.
makes enough money.
Because
She makes enough money for both of them.
Now
No,
listen, gaming is basically it's like the
Bro, don't
upcoming
look,
rapper.
think about what you're saying before you say it, bro. Because you gonna really make me
It's
mad,
the
bro.
up and coming rapper.
I'ma cut it
Hold on,
straight.
hold on. It's the
I
up and
said
coming rapper, or it's
It
the
is. It's-
or,
you're
or
trying to
it's the
live your
wife,
dream.
or it's the wife that wants to quit her job and go back to school, and I got to support that dream.
You said one
Bruh,
which means she's
okay, listen.
still working.
Exactly. Support my dreams.
Okay.
If it was a situation and this was the case, hell yeah, let's do it.
What you want to do?
Bro, I would love to stay
I'm at the
home with my
crib.
kids.
I'm at the crib.
So you-
I'm at the
you
crib.
would.
Take
I
care of the
would,
kids.
What do you want the female
That's
to
what
be
my
doing?
dream. She gonna make the money.
Are you still a
I've
man
never met a
of
female
the
in school
household?
with that though.
I'm a man. I
Are
don't
you?
care about the man.
No, because if she running stuff, you
No,
could be
see,
like,
that's the problem with that statement. I said I am a man. I don't need to be the man
Let me-
in it.
Let me
Okay,
put
what's
a-
that mean?
So I am physically a man, but I don't
Okay.
have like so. Even when I look for relationships, if I find somebody that's too submissive, that's a turn off for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I'll look for a partnership. If I can't take control of the ship, I need to know I can give it to you, and I know I ain't gonna skip a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if I'm in a situation where I can support your dreams and you can go do your thing, and vice versa, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So if I
Okay,
can
I
stay
can
at
dig
home
that.
and take care of the
dig
kids,
that.
and I can still do my gaming thing, hell yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna say no to that?
Kelvin,
so
how
you-
many?
You gonna say no to that?
I-
If you can,
no,
I can dig it.
Nobody gonna say no to
but
that
Kelvin,
shit.
How many women are out there? If you tell them if they are doing well, that they gonna let you just
because they ingrained in this toxic masculinity too. They got their head fucked up.
Listen to what I'm about to say. Because let me tell you this. Let me tell you
Don't
this.
talk about race, please.
No, I'm not talking about race.
I'm muting you if you talking about
race.
Please.
First of all, that's a different issue.
That's a different issue.
That's how
we're just
that's
talking
why
about
Nipsey going right there, black on black. But what I'm talking about is it's a natural order on things, right? 1 + 1 = 2 every time. You're not going to change that.
There is a natural order.
You're not going to change that, right? The natural order of a man and a woman, out of all the definitions of her women ever give, the one consistent thing, even provider is kind of like iffy because if she makes enough money, she won't say that. But protector, right? The man, me being a man has nothing to do with how much money I make. I've seen several relationships where the woman makes the most, and if you did not know that from the inside, you couldn't tell. You walk in the house, you would think, oh, this is the man's castle. He's in charge.
That's because she is pleased. When you have somebody that is at home, you ain't doing shit, and I'm out here and I'm doing stuff, and I come home and stuff still ain't done. Oh, I'm gonna have attitude.
Exactly.
People will see my attitude being portrayed.
You gonna hit them.
I think that's you said protective. I think that's a lot of toxic masculinity right there.
No, it's not. Let me tell you why.
I'm gonna tell you why I think that's toxic masculinity.
Because the natural order. Human-wise.
Natural order. You made the fucking natural order. Who the fuck knows what the fuck natural order is?
Okay, so let me tell you what natural order is.
Let
me tell you exactly what natural order is.
You gonna tell me, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Your bones are more dense than Galloway's bones. Galloway's bones can produce childbearing. She can carry a child.
Okay, you talking about who's stronger than us.
You can produce more muscle. You can produce more muscle than Galloway. Your mind fires off in a more logical way than over
now
Galloway.
You going into bullshit.
No. These are all scientifically proven.
That ain't scientific at all.
It's all scientific.
The body thing science. The mind thing just made it up.
I know a lot of
synapses can fire off differently.
Punk dudes that act like females.
What the fuck science in what he just said?
He said, a lot of punk dudes that what?
It's
no, what did you say? You know, a lot. You gotta say it.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I'm talking about what he about to
dudes that act like females.
You said there's a lot of punk dudes that act like females.
Explain their behavior.
That is my point.
Explain their behavior. Watch
this. So
this.
if he wants to keep talking about I feel, but you being a punk,
he's acting feminine.
That ain't nothing feminine about that.
You holding up your part.
I feel like this. Will a woman, and you have women in the chat right now.
Yeah, let's bring it in because we getting all over the place.
Simple question. Women in the chat. If Kelvin's talking the way he's talking, do you feel protected? It's a yes or no. Because women, whether you're making enough money or not, I could be the brokest nigga on earth. But when she's with me, every woman that's with me in my presence, from my girlfriend down to my daughter, wife, mom, auntie, any female in my presence is gonna feel protected.
So you talking about
that's me being a man.
Okay, let's dig deeper and protect because we want to keep back on toxic masculinity. But let's talk about what you mean when you say protected. You talking about physically, right?
No. I mean protection. Period. Security. A sense of security.
So there could be no. You getting into a wide range of things when you say security. You talking about money. You talking about emotionally. You talking about, but ain't no who covering all that.
A man.
Man, I don't know now man covering all that. Get the fuck out of here.
I know a lot of men covering that. What man got? Let me tell you why.
What man got her lady covered emotionally, financially, physically, all that shit. That shit's hard as fuck.
They call husbands.
It's people that do
that.
Why
is that hard?
They call husbands.
It's
not hard.
First of all, a lot of men ain't encouraged to embrace their emotions. So you telling me you can support? What you mean?
You missed what you just said.
What I missed?
My woman has to feel emotional security. We ain't talking about the man feeling emotional.
Bro, you can't reinforce her emotional security if you don't understand your own.
You can't reinforce her emotions.
Nobody can. That don't make sense.
Men have been doing it for the longest.
No, they haven't.
Yes,
That's the thing. They have not.
They have.
They've been ignoring that emotional security.
Well, they have been ignoring that.
They've been ignoring it because they don't understand it themselves.
Listen. I'm not talking about the weak man. I'm talking about the men's man.
No,
The man's man. A man's man. controls everybody's emotions in the house, and I've seen it.
No, they don't.
Right.
No, they don't, because men don't understand emotions. They don't know how to. They don't even know how to have a conversation about damn emotions. That's why they avoid it, and they say, "Well, I take care of the house. I'm paying the blah blah blah." They can take care of financial stuff because that's easy. I said on Culture and Conversation, it's easy for us to buy.
Financial easy, check.
It's easy for us to buy things because we get an instant gratification. Okay, I did this thing, done. Emotional is multiple layers.
Gratification is an emotion,
right? Okay,
I'm just saying.
Listen, it's a simple.
It's an emotion.
It's a simple, basic emotion. What I'm saying is, you saying real men handle all these things.
They're protectors.
Man, hey man, you can come and bullshit if you want, but that's bullshit.
Hold on.
Wait,
I'm gonna debunk you.
I'm a mute.
I'm gonna debunk you.
Where are you?
Is Ian, are you emotionally supportive? Are you emotionally supportive to your fiance? Yes or no?
Be honest. Okay, that's a no, bro. That's a no.
I didn't hear him answer.
Let me go to Galloway.
Y'all didn't let me answer though. Y'all didn't let me think about
Toxic
it.
masculinity. Why won't you let the man answer?
Yeah, they didn't let the thing is that.
Bro, yes or no, goddamn
No,
it.
this is what we have to get to, and this is the conversation.
Yes or no?
Listen, it's not because you keep trying to make it like it's a quick fix, like the man just need to do right. And it's
I'm not saying he's saying it's a man out here that if you're a real man, you can handle all these things. I'm saying
you're a protector.
What I'm saying is it's no such thing as a whole person. It is no person on this planet Earth that can do every fucking thing, man.
I didn't say they were a whole person.
That is true, but
it ain't nobody can do it.
He said should.
That's super, but it's still difficult. Tell me a man that you met that can handle financial, physical,
she ain't met him or she would have married him.
That's what I'm saying. It's very difficult to do
Kelvin,
all those things.
Okay, why is this difficult?
Because we're not encouraged to handle things emotionally, right? And then that goes into other.
Do you have a do-rag on?
Man, go ahead, man.
No, I just
said tail.
What is that tail shake? I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, man. I'm getting emotional, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm being feminine. That's what I'm doing.
You're being
I'm being a punk. That's what you said.
Ungay.
Ungay. That's what you call it.
No, like to me, the issue, because like I said, I think Kelvin and Galloway, they came here thinking they were gonna just attack. Let me finish.
Let me talk about this.
Toxic femininity. Toxic femininity.
Are you serious right now? No.
Listen.
No, I didn't think nothing.
Listen, can I listen? This is
dominance. You trying to portray this over me that make me see.
I'm just trying to speak. I said you ain't Kelvin, and you put your emotion into it.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, finish.
No.
Go ahead.
The issue is that right now it's a big thing making it seem like, man, y'all just need to change your way of thinking and y'all need to stop doing things this way and that way. And people don't understand that this is the normal way things have been done, and these are what women like to be done too. Like you said, you want a provider, you want a protector, but we need to find a middle ground where people like Kelvin can express themselves. I don't really care to. But people like
you do. You just don't have the opportunity to.
I really don't.
Yes, you do.
You would want somebody to know what you're feeling.
Listen, let me tell you why you don't. Because you feel like it's difficult to do that, right? Because when you start expressing yourself, you got to go deep into something that's hard. You don't want to because it's hard. But imagine if it was easy.
But why is it hard?
It's hard because he got to explain why he feel that way. He got to go deeper into himself.
Want to.
And men don't want to do that.
But why?
Exactly. You can keep going why. But this is simple
thing.
Hold on.
Everybody.
I can tell you why, right? I can tell you why.
Why would you do that with somebody that you know maybe you're not about to be with, somebody that you just kind of shoot the shit?
Boom, no. She just said it. Men don't do it for just dating, but I put it like this. Hold on. Listen what I'm saying.
Your granddaddy didn't do it. Your daddy barely did it. What you talking about?
I ain't talking about my granddaddy, and my daddy does do it. And when, to Ian's point, my dad. That's why my dad. Actually,
you've already talked about your dad was
my dad. He's that. Well, put it like this. My dad doesn't make more than my stepmom, right? My stepmom makes the most. But when you go into the house, one, you never be able to tell. Two, as far as emotions are concerned, and to Ian's point, my dad, no, he's not super in tune with his emotions. But what he does do, he calls each one of his children at least once a week, asks what we're going through. Everything okay? Right? So to me, yeah, he might not sit down and try to break it all the way down. Like, well, maybe you're going through depression because of X, Y, and Z. But he does provide that emotional stability that if you don't get that phone call once a week, he's like, what's going on? Is everything all right?
Okay, but back to him and his wife, though. How you said when you would walk into their house, you wouldn't even know. How long have they been together?
Well, 15 years.
And so, was it like that from the beginning?
From the jump. Also, too, because of how just the natural order of things, and I don't want to get...
Man, stop saying this natural fucking
it's
order,
called natural...
Bro, who made that natural order? I bet he had a penis.
No.
I bet he did.
I think God is a woman, but that's a different issue.
Seriously, or are you just saying it?
No, I'm serious. Because you got to think about
think
like the
that's
birth
like a trend.
canal.
So you think it's a woman, then they put men at the top of the hierarchy?
No, I think just
I
like
think
how,
it got messed up somehow.
Hold on. Just like how black people were slaves, then nobody put white people on top. Dominance. There's evil forces at foot. You have good, you have evil. There's a balance to a natural order to the life. It's a yin and the yang. It's 1 + 1. You have protons, electrons, neutrons. It's a natural order. We're all made up of the same thing.
Saying a lot of words, but you ain't saying shit.
I'm saying everything that you know. I'm saying
Keith,
you code and you know there's a natural order. You code and you know there's a natural order.
What the fuck code got to do with a natural order?
A natural order.
Nothing at all. It just sounded cute.
So can you put shit out of order for the code to work, or does it have to be in order?
Yes, I can. Code can be inefficient. It can be very efficient, but I can put it in any order I want to. Ask James.
Listen, I think, and I think another thing what you said, where you said you can walk in the house and you can't tell. Like, I think that's another thing that what you were saying, how I like to think of it. Men, we have egos.
What is that?
I mean, it's not toxic. It's
Every
just
person has an ego.
Everybody
has an ego and an id, and everything has a feed.
Show me a time where ego is positive. Ego is always negative.
No,
it's always bad. When ego good?
No, because
When your ego turn good?
It drives you.
Tell me, give me examples.
It's confident.
That's not a real confidence.
You may
belief
need
in
to pipe
yourself.
up sometimes.
What is an ego?
Tell me times. Watch this. Tell me times.
You might need a pipe up. What if you go to like...
What does pipe up mean? Explain it to our white listeners.
Okay, so...
No, fuck that. See, no, I'm tired of explaining to... If you don't fucking know, find out your damn self. That's what I'm saying. We're not here to be translators.
No, we want them to understand what we're talking about. Can you explain piped up?
Okay, piped up in general is just making yourself feel good so you can be the natural person you're supposed to be instead of letting other people or things weigh you down. So let's say you go to homecoming, right? You go into homecoming. You already know it's going to be lit. And maybe you're feeling some type of way. But maybe you need to pipe yourself up before you go to homecoming. It could be an event or something like that.
So
That's not
is this
negative.
this is
It's
like
confident.
a motivational
A pep talk.
It could be a
It's
pep
a pep
talk.
talk.
It may be a pregame that you may have to do. Think of it like a
a
pregame.
pep talk.
The way
Everybody understands pep
look,
talk.
The way I like to think of
Ego
it.
ain't pep talk.
Your ego
It's
is your inner
giving
self.
you
Ego
have
is not
to
pep
be
talk. It's
your inner
successful.
self.
You need it sometimes.
Everybody needs, if you
You're
want to be
referring to the
successful,
id.
you have to have that self-confidence in yourself that you be successful. You're
Self-confidence is cool.
You're
Ego is
referring-
not
you're-
self-confident.
No, you're referring to the id. You're referring to that negative part of
It can
everybody's
be
emotion that
negative.
people want to feed. Ego can be positive or negative. A negative ego has you walk into a party feeling like I'm the shit and I'm gonna start grabbing asses tonight.
And
That's
first of
a
all,
negative.
ego,
That's a
when we
that's
talk
toxic.
about ego is really just yourself.
Yeah,
It's
it's
still
your
the
personal
good,
identity.
bad, the in between. So
I looked it up.
It just depends on what you want to do with it. If I
Ego-
want to come in here and I want to grab some ass, I'm gonna grab some ass. If I want to come in here and I
Wait,
just want to
no,
walk by,
that's not cool.
well, I'm saying that's what he said.
That's
So
what I'm
I'm just
saying.
saying.
But
That's
ego-
his
negative ego.
point.
A
Ego
positive
is
ego
a
means-
person's sense of self-esteem
Boom.
or self-importance.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Y'all didn't know that's what the fuck ego
We
is.
said
we just said
confidence.
you
It's
didn't
the
know.
same thing.
Okay.
But,
Okay,
no,
right.
but back to my original point though, Ian, I know how you are with your emotions, but and based on your conversations from before, I think out of all the women you've been serious with, your fiance now has probably been the one you've been open to the most as far as emotions. And that's what I mean. Like, yeah, men aren't perfect when it comes to emotions. Yeah, men aren't perfect when it comes to emotions. But as far as making the women in your life feel secure, that's what men are supposed to do. Make you feel secure. Now the whole ego thing.
Who making you feel secure?
Listen, that's part of your ego.
I'm asking you.
No, that's part. That's
I'm
the
saying
ego.
if your
No,
responsibility is to make the woman feel secure, who's making you feel secure?
Listen to what you just said though. The issue with men are our egos. I'm not worried about myself. See, you just define the ego as a self-importance. I'm getting over myself. I'm looking to my women, and I'm providing security. Because if I provide security to them, they'll provide security to me. It's a cyclical thing.
That's your assumption.
It's a circle.
That's your assumption.
No, that's exactly what
a
it
good
is.
circle.
It's
if
a
everybody
great
is
circle.
doing their part.
That's what I'm
If
talking
you have
about.
an ego,
Everybody's doing their part.
That's your assumption.
But if you have an ego, to your point, then I'll be worried about, well, who's securing me while I'm securing them? That's my ego talking.
What?
Who's securing me while I'm securing them is ego talking.
That ain't ego.
It's exactly ego talking.
No, it's not.
Why am I worried about who's securing me? I'm securing them. I'm not talking about me right now.
Bro, if your needs aren't being met.
But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about them.
You can talk about them, but what's happening to you?
But it's not about me right now.
But see what he's
see what I'm
what
saying?
Keith no, but
I don't
look,
know. I'm confused. Let me go back to my list, goddammit.
like
Y'all
this
get
is
too crazy.
No, this is the thing is because Kelvin, like this is the thing because we try to make toxic masculinity just be one thing. What Keith's saying, I agree with you say that's
don't
kind
agree
of
with something you don't understand.
Listen, that is my
What
way.
he's talking about.
How Keith's way of thinking is like, hey, I'm the protector. I make my woman feel safe that I'm gonna hold it down, and likewise it comes back to me. You're thinking like, hey, you as the man, like you need to be in tune with your emotions and do the same thing. And I feel like we need to find a way to bridge these into the middle ground.
Both together.
But who I don't know. I haven't seen a relationship where somebody does that.
I haven't either. So.
It don't exist.
Seen a relationship where they both do
where what you're saying and what he's saying,
where they're able to express themselves and be comfortable. And everybody has, because every relationship is different. Everything gonna not be like how you see it on social media. Everybody's relationship is gonna be different. Mine's gonna be different from yours.
Shout out to the social media relationship.
What I would say with you is it's gonna be hard for you in Atlanta because because a lot of women here in Atlanta, they have their own means. So it's like you can't come to them with that emotion stuff like, hey, these are my dreams and admirations. They're gonna be like,
let me give him some real. I give you some real context. No, I'm saying I give you real context. It's not like, okay, I was just in a relationship. It's not like
buy scrub. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, if she was a scrub, then we can't talk about it no more.
Wait, what does that mean?
If she was a scrub, then it's gonna prove the point.
My thing.
Wait, what did you just say?
She's gonna tell you buy scrub.
My thing is this. My thing is this.
No, wait. Let me go where I was going with this point.
Because Kelvin, you want to debunk toxic masculinity. Kelvin, you want to debunk toxic masculinity. But Kelvin, you are toxic masculinity.
Buy scrub.
Kevin, you
talking about me.
Kevin, you talking.
You was on my side, my nigga.
You toxic masculinity right now. I think Kelvin has defined toxic masculinity live.
Okay, let me give you context.
Buy scrub.
You have just defined it live.
Let me give you context.
Y'all type it in the comments. Buy scrub.
I'm going on right now.
All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to mute everybody, y'all. This story needs to be heard. Okay. God damn it. Bruh, I thought you was on my side. You dirty motherfucker. But what I was saying was, I was in a relationship. I'm mute y'all now. Y'all calm down. So what I was saying was, yeah, you sip this. This ain't no just take it.
Yeah, let me get another shot.
Yeah, let me give you some more. But what I'm saying is, I was in a relationship and I was not like emotional, like, oh, this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like the part that we went wrong in a relationship, it was I wasn't like, I fell into that traditional male role.
So were you or were you not? You just said you were.
No, I'm saying I didn't express myself like I'm saying now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I lean more towards you should express yourself more. And it's fine, you know what I'm saying?
But did she used to want that from you?
Yeah, she wanted me to do that, but I didn't do it.
Why?
Because I didn't know how. You know what I'm saying?
So why didn't you work on it with her? That's the only way you go now.
I tried, but it was like, it's easy to say that, but I'm 33. You go through, 31 when I met her, 31 years of not expressing yourself. And then you just say do it in two, you know what I'm saying? Do it in this time. It's not gonna happen.
But well, if it didn't resonate with you, then yeah, you shouldn't do it just because of her. Because at the end of the day, you're just gonna revert back. But if you're doing it now, and are you trying to find like a happy medium?
No. I'm saying I want to express myself completely.
Okay, so let's have a situation.
100%. I want to express myself completely because now that I went through all that and I try to be more emotional. Like I try to get rid of these toxic masculinity traits that I see in myself and the people around me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why this episode was important to me, because I'm like, you know, and you made a comment saying I'm toxic masculinity.
But I do want to say being emotional
bro.
does not negate or take away from the toxic masculinity.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
I ain't toxic
Now you're
masculinity.
just being emotional and you're still toxic.
That's what I wanted to say. Because you want to.
Okay, well, not you.
I got a next question though.
No, I'm gonna define, because you talking about this emotion thing, right? And let me just put this out there, because maybe this will help you understand where I'm coming from this toxic masculinity.
Okay.
Right? How I see toxic masculinity is that growing up until the recent millennium, women couldn't even buy houses without men, right? Yes. So what I teach my daughter is, I don't talk to my daughter about toxic masculinity. I don't talk to my son about toxic masculinity. What I talk to my son about is allowing women to display strength. I think toxic masculinity always try to push women's strength down, and that's why that whole dominant thing comes into play, right? And the devaluation of women. I want my daughter to understand you're just as smart, if not smarter. You're just as strong, if not stronger. I've noticed that women just naturally, just talking to my homegirls, when they get a new job, right? They just get a job and start. When I talk to my homeboys about starting a new job, the first thing we talk about is, well, what did you negotiate with your pay? When I talk to my homegirls about that, my homegirls be like, you can negotiate your pay?
I never heard that.
Boom.
I never heard that.
Keith, that's not just because I didn't know as a black man. That's like where you not to get off subject, but that's like a white man privilege thing, of because white women do it all the time. That's probably the sisters you was talking with.
No, I'm talking to, yeah, I'm talking.
That's what I'm saying. So
white girl, because
they do it all the time.
That's the other issue too.
We live in two different lanes.
I'm talking about black. I'm talking about black men and our women.
But I'm just saying,
white women got their own toxic masculinity to deal with.
I don't even want to talk about that, because that scenario.
What you mean? No, and women and white women too. White women don't just go in there asking for raises. What are you talking about? They just started with this whole Me Too shit.
Keith, you don't talk to them. They when they go in, they pushing it.
No, white women go in, but this is a new. I'm saying that's a new thing. They couldn't have done it before. Like, this is all women dominance is all a new thing, and my whole thing is all men have to.
How new?
Like within the recent millennium. Like, I mean, hell, 1960s.
That's the only thing we know.
1960s. Like, women just got the right to vote. Like, right along with
black people just got the right to vote.
I said women and black people.
It happened.
But we're in the same level, so it's not different.
No, I'm saying it's all newer. Like,
listen,
I think it's like black people standing up for themselves. That's kind of new too. See all these black TV shows.
We've been standing up for ourselves, but like you said, TV is now just portraying it.
But let's not get off subject, because, like I said, the whole race thing that's a different subject.
And all that.
Yeah, let's stay on. Like I said, we're talking about toxic masculinity, but I think we need to talk about the toxic things that men and women both do in the relationships, because that's going to be the real solution. Because we can't just talk on it one side. Hey man, you're doing this wrong. You're doing this wrong. And this is all.
We need examples. We need to go to Galloway and get some examples.
Can I ask a question?
Hold on, no. We're gonna go to Galloway next. We need some specific.
I want to answer this question.
Like, let's get to his point.
No, it's part of his point.
Well, let's just go to his point and say, Galloway, do you have like specific examples of toxic masculinity that we can talk about? Because we need tangible things that we can talk about as far as things.
And not the extremes. Like,
Okay, I mean, a basic thing is a guy making more money. So it could be a marriage or good example. I was talking to this guy, and so he was like, yeah, just by the things you do, I see you probably make a lot of money. So he was like, when I want to see you, you're not going to go to work, and I'll just pay you for that day.
Pause. That's toxic masculinity?
Yeah, but the thing is, he said, when I want to see you.
What his name is?
Niggas wilding, bro.
Beginning of a relationship. Not no dating, nothing.
Oh,
I'm just meeting you. We might have been talking for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You're really feeling me. So now you telling me when I want to see you, you're not going to go to work, and I'm going to pay you for that day.
Okay, I'm so confused.
So you're fine with this.
Well, I'm confused. let me tell you why.
Because from a logic perspective, this makes sense.
Well, from a logical.
But hold on, let me add this on there too. So let me just say the whole thing.
I know some more than that shit.
Oh yeah, a lot more. So then he also said, well, these are the things that I like. I like for my woman to have her hair done this way. I like for her to wear lace panties. I want a straight, no hair on your vagina, and I want your nails and all this a French tip.
That's toxic?
What?
That's just his preferences.
That's your preferences, but you're telling me that's what you want me to do, and you're really saying, well, I'm going to pay you to do it. I don't care what you like or what you don't like. What if I don't want to be bare on my vagina?
You don't need to be with him then.
But no, this is the example that I'm giving
But
y'all.
hold on,
This is the example I'm giving y'all.
All right, let's talk about it.
Why is that toxic? Because like you just said that he asked you to have, you know, hairless vagina, right?
These are his preferences.
Those are his preferences.
Yeah.
Don't you have preferences for men? Like, do you prefer
but you're coming
lots
into
or
it with
waves?
the money. You're coming into it with the money. I'm saying he's saying I'm gonna.
But let me ask, because
I mean, if we're going on preference, that's different.
Because if you tell me your preference is a bald headed guy, right? Say me that's your preference.
She didn't say that.
Listen. Say your preference is a bald headed. No, because I'm about to use you. Say your preference is a bald headed guy. You meet Ian, right? And you tell Ian, well, I like a bald headed guy. Ian says, well, I ain't gonna come out here. And you say, well, I'll pay for it to get cut. I don't see why that's like me personally, right? If I have a little girl, I'll let her nails be done. I'm gonna pay for them to get done. If I'm dating somebody and if somebody texts me and say, hey, I want to get my hair done tomorrow, how much is it? If I want to see their hair that way, I'm gonna pay for it. Like,
so is it just the money? Is it because because people have their own, like, people have things that they like about their mates or people that they're talking with.
Yes.
Is it just because he led with the money? Like, or if y'all would have just been talking and he would have been like, hey, you know, these are the things I like to do. Because I'm sure you do certain things.
Give me a chance to like you. Give me a chance to like you.
Oh, you gotta like you first?
Yeah, I need to be liking you to even want to do anything that you prefer.
I think the problem.
You may not get that far.
So I think the main point in this is choice.
No,
like he didn't. He's saying this is what I want. Like she needs to give the. She needs to have the choice. If he wants a bare vagina and I don't want that, I want a bikini, and now it's a problem. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He's like, I like you for you. Like these are the things I like. Yeah, but whatever you decide, I still like you. But this is my choice.
No, not the second part. He's saying these are what I want. This is what I want.
No, I'm saying this would work better if he's saying like these are the things I like.
But I still like what you do.
Yeah, whatever you do is fine, but these are the things I like. I think that's the problem here. It wasn't a choice in the man.
So y'all ladies do that all the time.
With
y'all,
what? This is the beginning.
I think you about to say what I was about to say.
This is the beginning.
I think you about to say what I was about to say.
Okay.
Y'all, you won't even was this somebody? Did you go on a date with him?
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all women will do that, but y'all won't even give the person an opportunity. If you like, so you usually you like taller men that are taller than you, right?
Well, my preference is fat guys. I like
y'all ladies always be saying that.
Kelvin, where you at on that now? Kelvin, where you at on that now? Where you at on that now?
Calm down. Y'all gotta calm down and talk one at a time, okay? We got people listening, okay?
This is why I gotta stand up. No, this is why. Okay.
Why y'all always say this?
No.
And you didn't get no taller.
No.
Sit down.
Right here to right here. Now, I'm gonna tell ya.
No, I'm gonna say this. I have always liked fat guys my whole life.
Okay.
And this reason right here is why it
Where
never
you
worked
at,
out
Jameson?
for me.
Stop working out, Jameson.
No, this is why it never worked out for me because every time I say I get laughed
Hold on, let her
at,
talk. Let her talk.
they don't ever believe me, and they're like, "You like big guys?" And it could be a group of big guys. If I go somewhere, I'm probably gonna talk to security first because he's big.
Okay.
On everything.
So is it just big, or they
works.
need big in something else, like big in a beard?
Big and tall.
Like,
no, if you're big, I'm gonna be attracted to you.
Your height,
but
no. It's the difference between big and fat. Like, you know,
like I would have dated the Rick Ross when he was big, not the Rick Ross.
But do you like big and fresh? Like they need to still keep themselves up. And be,
yeah, you can't be funky.
That because when you say big, that little sloppy dude might walk
I'm not
up to
saying.
you.
Well, he'll keep walking.
Crumbs in his beard.
No, I still have a standard.
So you like if he's not somebody slimmer like myself, could I walk up and say hello?
Yeah, you could. But I'm saying if I was in a room and I seen muscles, tall, skinny, and I seen a fat guy, my eyes are going to the fat guy.
Okay, let me finish. So
automatic.
If I'm not your type at all.
Jameson.
What'd he say?
Hey, shout out.
Listen. So the thing I say, like you have your type. where you're like, hey, you like the bigger guys, like the Rick Ross. I come slim, baby face. I'm trying to talk to you. You finna be like,
Now that's another thing about me. I'm not like that. I won't be like, because
you gonna give him false hope?
No, I'm not gonna give him false hope because, like I said, that's never worked out for me. So then I have to go off of personality, and then he is cute, but my eyes are going towards a fat guy.
What she's saying is her preference is fat guys, but there still is choice in the matter because she don't absolutely
but how
say
y'all
that's
laugh?
what it is.
That's what they do to me.
Listen,
so it never works out for me.
But the thing I say that all to say is, most women, like I said, y'all have y'all preferences and y'all choices, and most of the time, even though you may quote unquote entertain someone who's not your choice, at the end of the day, he's not gonna get past a certain point because you're gonna be like, you're not my type.
That's not true.
Or piggyback off of this.
He's not your type.
Or piggyback off of this. How come? Because I heard what you just said. You just said that. Well, give me a chance to like you. Now I've noticed that when women like you, you can kind of get away with any damn thing.
Exactly. Maybe I will.
When women like you, say you see me in the club, and you kind of just like me initially, and I walk up on you and kind of give you a hug and grab your butt. You ain't gonna trip. Okay. But if you see a nigga that you did not like and he try to grab your butt,
you gonna snuff him.
But the fact that you feel like you can grab her ass is toxic masculinity. Like, why you feel like you can cross over?
Because
some women
just because
they like it don't mean it ain't toxic.
You should have been making eye contact.
So what happened? Women, answer this question.
No.
What happened? So what happened to being able? Because Ian, you remember this, and Kev, you remember this too. We grew up in the age.
Don't put me in.
You remember this shit. You been in the frat house.
Say it first, then I agree. No,
nigga,
I do not consent to what the fuck he about to say.
We grew up in the age. Is it toxic masculinity? Is this toxic masculinity?
Okay.
Talking.
And y'all still didn't answer my question about the scenario that I gave, but.
Oh, you mean let's not get
go back to yours. Yeah.
The scenario was about that guy and him saying, "This is what I want you to do." It wasn't no preference, like.
Oh, but you said you didn't like him, so that way it wouldn't work.
No, I answered that.
But
that's my answer.
Choice.
You didn't like him.
Mine was choice.
Because if you liked them, you would have saved them.
No,
if you liked them, you would have saved them.
What you got, bro?
Okay.
My thing saying that is you don't like it because he didn't give you the choice, but a lot of times, men, we don't even get the option because if we don't fit into most women, like you say, you're a little bit different, you'll give them a little chance. But most women, if you don't fit their mold of what they're looking for, they're not even going to give you a chance today. They will dismiss you.
So then we wouldn't be in this situation. So we can't talk about that. So let's
say
right now, this is a situation. So we have been talking. We went on a couple of days, and now you telling me what you want me to do. This ain't no, I prefer. This is what I want you to do, and I got the money to do it.
Well, would you rather him not tell you and then y'all not work out?
No, but you can wait. But the way that you're presenting it, it's not like
it's no choice.
Oh, I like this. I like this.
What would you want him to lie and be like, "This is
no,
choice"?
Why
you know what he likes.
All he had to say was, "Look, I usually like women who X, Y, and Z."
He did say that.
No, he did not. He was saying that. Look, this is this. I got money.
Yeah.
So you want him
no problem.
So you know it's a difference because, and I'm sure all of us have been around people like that. People who have means, they talk a different type of way.
They do.
Like when they can't just do things, they don't beat around the bush. This is what it is. This is what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
At the base of that, that's toxic masculinity.
Kelvin.
Kelvin, let me shut Kelvin up real quick. No,
please try it.
Kelvin keeps sitting up here acting like he Mr. Women empowerment
what
type
thing.
Because listen, you know what?
Let him talk. He knows me for a while. Talk.
It's something that you still do now. What do you do every time we go out?
Fuck you mean?
Okay.
I buy girls drinks.
Okay, why do you do that?
Why do I buy girls drinks?
This is a good ass question.
Why do you do that, Kelvin? And look, no. He takes it to a bigger level. What else does he do? Who else do you buy drinks for?
The friends.
Everybody.
Kelvin.
Okay, first of all,
we got a female here.
I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, let me explain myself.
And tell me what you're doing before you walk up to her. I gotta know.
You're trying to go into another podcast.
That's what he does.
Okay.
That is the walk up. That's the walk up.
Okay,
hey,
look
what I can do.
No, look. Okay,
I got drinks. See, that's the thing. Same thing is you're not going to work because
No,
I'm going to
this
pay
is
you
not.
for the
Look,
day.
first of all,
I
okay.
got drinks. I have means.
No.
Exactly. That's what
have-
it means.
Wait, what Jameson said? A man with means. A man with means.
It's nothing wrong.
Y'all heard
I know
Duval
the song you
on
talking about.
Common View.
I know the song
And
you
he
talking
bought
about.
her a drink and
Listen.
he got crazy.
No.
She didn't
Okay.
say buy me
See,
this
see
Bitch,
where
you
she
is
going?
my girlfriend.
Okay, wait.
Exactly. What?
That was his first song.
Let him defend himself.
Go ahead, Kelvin.
I had to mute everybody again. I had to mute everybody again. We got the technology now. I had to mute everybody because I need to explain this right here. And now me in the club, you know, we did a little quick live on.
Kelvin is generous.
Listen, your mama rock with the campaign, man. Listen, all right. Let me unmute y'all. But so okay, we did me and Culture and Conversation Jameson did a little podcast on Diddy life, right? We, you know, because y'all always say he Diddy in the club, right? So if I'm in the club, I mean, it don't really got nothing to do with women. It's making power plays, right? A power play to me is a action that takes a big impact on the person I'm interested in.
Shows
So buy the
dominance.
drink equals I'm going to have sex
Listen,
with her.
So dominance.
no, wait,
That is
you
showing.
jump way
Let him
far.
finish. Let him finish.
Okay.
Wait, you
I mean,
jump
let's
way
get
far.
To it. Why are we even doing
No,
that?
the part. Listen, okay. The point of my listen. Just because I buy you a drink,
And the friends.
Listen, just because I buy you a drink, I buy your friends a drink because it makes me look better. You know what I'm saying?
Better than what?
It's better because I can afford to pay for you and your friends.
I have means.
Or do you
Yeah,
or
it
are the
definitely
girls
sounds-
laughing and like, yeah, now we can get more drinks from him. Let's go back to him.
It's gonna happen one time now. I ain't buying multiple.
He's
You don't
a
know.
provider. He's showing
You know,
I can
but
provide.
listen what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
My man. So listen what I'm saying. So if I buy drinks for you and your friends, it don't mean I probably won't even ask for your number. You know what I'm saying?
So I see.
You know what I'm saying? It's
So
deeper
you're
than what you
making
think it
the
is.
female have a question about you to where now you may disappear in the club. You want her to be like, man, where's that guy? Where's that guy?
If she do that, that's on her.
No, that's what this
But listen
goal
what I'm
is.
saying.
That would be my goal.
But what I do, okay. But nothing what I do is toxic masculinity. I'm just piquing them interests. That's all. It's all game. It's game.
The underlying meaning
What's
is
underlying?
dominance because you said it.
Ain't no dominance.
You said it.
You got the option to walk away at any time. You ain't gotta find me.
No, I can
guess-
walk away, but it's still in my mind. Like, okay.
No,
Like you
I'm
said,
showing you
I bought
that-
a drink for you
Well,
and my
I'm showing you
friends.
that I got enough to handle things.
Why does she care about that?
I mean, that's security, right? Y'all talked about that earlier.
No, you said you don't care about that.
Yeah, that's not
I
your
did not
thing.
say I
That's
didn't
not
care
your
about security.
platform.
I said that a lot of women do care about being secure.
That's part of
everybody
toxic-
in the world. No, it's
Kelvin,
not.
that's part of the
No,
toxic.
it's not. That's a survival technique, right?
Kelvin.
Yes,
Oh,
it
so
is.
now it's survival.
I never said.
According to y'all, that's part of the toxic
I never
part.
said feeling secure is toxic masculinity.
You said
It's-
men being secure.
No,
being the
provide.
ones
I'm
that
not
provide.
talking.
That don't
You
even
being
make
a
sense.
protector. You talking about security?
Yeah,
it's
I
about
said-
being a
I
protector.
said being a protector because you might have some skinny ass nigga with this big ass girl. He not a protector in that relationship.
Why not?
He not.
How you know?
Cause she gotta. If some shit go down,
How you know?
if it's a physical thing that go down,
Better know
what she gonna do?
Taekwondo.
He got that fire
He
on.
better
don't know.
learn- he
Niggas
better
don't
do
know.
You know
something.
what'd you say? A mean
do
sweep,
something.
leg sweeps.
First of all, most niggas ain't about that life
better-
anyway. Most
Now that is true.
most
That
niggas
is
ain't
true.
about that
People
fighting
be out
life
here
any
perfect.
fucking way.
That
I
is
know a lot of
It
niggas ain't about
they
that
ain't
fighting
perfect.
life.
They just ain't about that life.
No, a lot of niggas ain't about that fighting life, but a lot of niggas about that protecting their girl life. Now I know that's
Now,
true.
that is true.
I've seen niggas that don't do shit, but if you try their girl, them niggas turn up. It's like coming from a different space. It's
Protection is real.
it's not the same as you trying me. You done
Yeah,
trying my
you
girl.
gotta get some of these.
Bro,
But
it be-
look,
I be,
just-
bro, I'm about to go to the
but just to
school.
go- just
I'm about to go to the school
but-
on
but
a little
both
boy
y'all
fucking with my
points-
little girl
Okay,
now.
okay.
But both of y'all point, what I do in the club is strictly game. It ain't no toxic.
Okay,
Game.
so
Kelvin,
game.
that's
So it's
game,
the
bruh.
game.
Game is fine.
Can I ask my
No,
question?
Game
now?
go both sides.
Can I ask my question
My
now?
shit is gender neutral. It
So-
don't matter. Game go from both sides.
So can I ask my question now? Because
No.
I'm glad you said it. So my question is this: game, because we grew up in the age of game.
Yeah, we did.
Is it toxic
Game
masculinity?
always been there.
listen,
Pimping him,
is-
pimping since
Do you
pimping.
remember? And do you remember this? Do you remember when there was a time where girls used to say no because they were supposed to, but guys, it was a term called talking the draws off. What happened to talking the draws off? Is that toxic masculinity?
Talking the draws off is still there. But the fact,
I want her to find it because look at her face. She's like, that might be.
Talking draws went off because talking draws off back in the day meant niggas was lying like a motherfucker.
Niggas still lie.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Today, in today's time, women like, nigga, tell the truth.
Well, some of them are like, tell the truth, and then some guys are like, I don't got time to be talking, so either it is or it ain't.
Because to your point, right? To your point, you said old boy was gonna pay you for your time, right? You didn't like that he said, I'm gonna give you the money, right? So say y'all.
No, it wasn't give. It was like, I think that you make this certain amount, so I'm gonna give you this money when I don't want you to work and I want to see you.
So say he didn't say that. Say he just saw you, right?
Okay.
He says, hey, can you take a day off work? Come kick it with me. He convinced you, and you say, well, yeah, I'll take a day off to come kick it, right?
I'm already convinced.
You're already convinced.
Okay,
you're already convinced to go kick it.
But I'm already convinced.
You're already convinced. Y'all kicking it, right? The day is over. The night is over. He cash app you $400 and say, hey, I know you missed work yesterday. This is to help you out.
That's bad.
Is that the same? Is that the same scenario?
Bad game, man.
If he ask you and flat out tell you like how much you make, I'm gonna pay you right now. Let's go. Like, is that the same? Or
I mean, because that is more of a choice. The first one was not. It's like, well, I'm gonna do this when I want to see you.
So would you cash out the money back then?
No. Don't lie, Galloway. Don't
Now,
even think about it.
Bro, don't take the money, man.
I wouldn't take it.
Hell
I
no.
would.
And that's me.
Send it to me.
Well, next time that happens, I'm gonna see my cash app. Niggas are like,
Because why I wouldn't take it, because now in my mind, just
You
how I
owe
was
him
raised,
something, yeah.
I owe him something. And my mom has told me, you don't take nothing. It could be a pencil that I took from school. She would make me get the pencil back.
So back to my original
wouldn't.
point. Women do not know when they win, and I think that's part of the issue with Toxic.
Now I do agree with that.
Women don't know when they win.
I do agree with that.
Let's get in some of these comments.
There.
Let's go to some
Vagina
comments.
rules the world. So let's just say that.
It does.
In what world?
Bro, niggas don't bust moves.
Nah, not mine.
Why you want to be more
get no
emotional? Emotional for yourself? So
Yeah,
because
I'd be more whole as a person.
And so you can get in a relationship.
No,
with
fuck.
a
If
woman.
I don't get
what
in
if you being more emotional means you should never get pussy again for the rest of your life?
Bro, man,
I'm asking you a question.
You asked the wrong one.
What?
You asked the wrong one.
So that means you'll be emotional and not get no more pussy?
This is what I'm saying.
What's going on?
If I could be, listen what I'm saying. Okay, let me explain this. Man, y'all didn't listen. I tamed that pussy beast a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I tamed the pussy beast. So pussy ain't the end all be all for me. Anytime, you know what I'm saying? When I did that, shit snapped. It like, oh, I'm not running by, because I used to run behind pussy all the fucking time, all them
So
fucking nights in the club.
You can't say vagina rules
You
the
say-
world.
No, I said used to.
But you
I
was-
used to.
I remember there's a podcast
Yeah,
you
when
said
I
you
was-
opened the
You
door.
elevated, but
Pussy
it's
just
somebody
there.
else that took your spot.
When I was a dumb ignorant nigga, yeah, I used to do that dumb shit. But now I know that this just pussy. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Are you
need
saying that
that.
because you know that you will get it, or you're saying it because I can
No, I'm
do
saying
without
that
it?
because it has no power over me anymore.
I ain't talking about the power. I'm talking about do you want
It
pussy
used to
again?
have power over me. Like,
sure?
I used to be drawn to that pussy. I ain't drawn to that no more. You know what I'm saying?
You sure?
Yes, for sure.
Ungay.
I can't even say that shit right, nigga.
Ungay.
They going in this ungay shit. Well, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
I'm not talking about like being drunk. So I mean, like, say just the next piece of pussy that you want. They say, "Oh, you too emotional. You get no pussy." Well, you now kind of
Now what?
No, I'm good. I'm cool.
So if you
Kelvin-
like her though,
No, I'm good.
Kelvin, can you
'cause
admit-
First of all, I'm how I'm gonna like her if she's saying that to me becoming a better person, a more full person, and she not attracted to that because it's too emotional.
But
to her.
hold on, but being emotional doesn't mean that you're a full person. Like
To me,
emotional comes off as negative.
understanding your
It's coming off as
emotions.
what?
Negative.
Oh, for real?
Like
Just go that
hold
way.
on.
Go that way. Let's go that way.
Understanding emotions and being emotional is two different things to me.
Okay, explain
Bro,
it.
it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
If you okay, go ahead.
If I understand my emotions, and I understand your emotions, then we can have a full blown conversation, right?
Okay.
If I'm emotional, we're not having a conversation. I'm yelling, you're
Okay,
yelling.
that makes sense.
You're getting
That
heightened.
is- that
I'm
is
getting
true.
heightened. I'm emotional. I'm
Nobody
in my
talking about.
emotions.
Listen, when you
No, I was just defining. I'm
when-
just telling you when I hear emotional, it sounds negative.
Okay,
because,
that's
I mean
because you understand the wrong context.
No, that's what I'm saying. If
When
you mean
people-
being
when-
in tune with your
listen,
emotions, I can understand that.
Men don't understand their emotion. That's why when men get emotional, what they do, they start doing physical things.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to say their words. They don't know how to do it. I'm gonna throw shit. I'm gonna hit something. I'm gonna hit a wall. I see all these niggas punching walls. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck wrong with you? You know, because they don't know how to say
Kelvin,
what
back to my point. That's why the best man.
Listen, no, because I don't like when people say that. I ain't never punched no wall. That's not all men.
But I ain't saying everybody do that. But you might go play the game might get away from everybody and play the game.
Everybody, it's mental health day. This is like mental health day.
I mean, everybody that's fine, but you need to learn how to talk about what the hell going wrong, because that's avoiding your issue.
Kelvin, but
that's what I'm saying.
But Kelvin, that's what I'm saying. The best men do that.
But Kelvin, the thing with me is, though, we keep trying to put it on men, women as well. It's some women
women been doing this shit a long time.
Why do men say
it's some woman?
Kelvin, what happened to your car when we was in school?
Your car got slashed, tires.
Okay.
Did that person try to
write on my windows? Words.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What damage your car? This nigga said she wrote words. She scratched words into the car.
That nigga, when they go hit shit, they don't have the words.
So niggas just break the windows, not right on the windows.
He's like, okay, this the reason why she was mad.
Calvin, I like how you brought it around.
That's real.
No, he did not.
He brought it around.
Oh my God.
I say that to say men.
Brought it around.
Men and women, we both have toxic thoughts that we do. It's not just a man's thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
you've been saying that the whole time. It's just men.
No, I'm saying that mostly men hold most of the toxic traits because men have the power.
No, we do not.
Okay, so you don't think men have the power?
No, women have all the power because most men are still drawn by the pussy.
This is what I will say. What Ian said. So this is how I've been brought up or whatever. You let your man go out and this is my house, this is my stuff. But when you step in this house, know that it's me that got this shit running and rocking. But know that I respect you and I allow you to be the man that you need to be over our house, and you allow me to be the woman over our house. Man. But without me, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. In my mind, I feel like I'm the one that's supposed to be doing everything, so you can go out and do that.
Yeah, you're the roots.
The man is the head, and the woman turns the neck.
That's a fake security, man.
That's true security.
No, niggas been playing that. I ain't
talking about the head and neck because I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about with that.
I'm saying men are the head and the women turns the neck.
No, I get that, but
Keith didn't take no science classes when he was in school.
He talking all the science and shit. But what I'm saying is, okay, a nigga come with them comments, right? That this is neck and turn whatever, you know. And this house, when I come to your house, you know, you run the house. This nigga got 6 houses. He got multiple families, multiple women's around. That's a false security statement men use as game to keep them.
Not false security. That is true. People are living false lives.
That's what it is.
Let's say that the
female
female
not false security though, because he's paying all the mortgages at those houses. They're secure. It might be false emotional.
My mom said, "Is there a kitty cat in the studio?" Mama, no.
Hold up, Mom. What does that mean? Let me get a sound effect. I don't know. That's not it. What is that? That's the one I want. What does that mean? I'm scared.
Kitty cat.
To know what is she?
No, because y'all keep saying the P word.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all stupid.
I'm sorry.
I got you, Mama.
No kitty cats around. I wish I had a meow around here.
I'm just saying that overall, and answer this question for me. So, is it toxic masculinity for men to feel like they should take the first step?
You never went to the Facebook
first step
group.
of what?
The first step of women's healing.
First step of a woman's healing?
Yeah.
Healing like what?
Okay, like a lot of times I've noticed like out of all my homies, right? The ones who have like the best relationships are the ones where we might joke about it, quote unquote, and say, "Oh, she's crazy." That's a joke, right? But that's to say that she might be super emotional, and I'm gonna have to deal with these emotions to help her feel secure. So she might need to check my phone, and that might seem crazy to some people, but for her to feel secure and me being her man, I'm gonna let you do that so you feel secure. You ain't gotta do that for the rest of our lives, but for you to feel secure, I'm gonna take the first step and just say, "Here, you can check the phone."
That's where rings came from. making the woman feel secure.
Yeah, why? Like, good example. Men have to buy the ring.
Kelvin,
like, I think men
propose to you. Kelvin, you think men came up with the rings
the whole time? But men don't wear rings.
Please,
like why?
We don't even like wearing rings.
Men don't wear rings.
Why we're engaged?
Listen, men give women rings so they can show ownership.
No, exactly. The marriage in the Western world is about ownership. So I mean, that whole thing is just ownership.
Galloway, so when you're showing off your ring to your coworkers,
but hold on, isn't ownership? But see, that's what I'm saying. Why?
Saying this man, I'm with this man now.
But why is ownership such a negative thing?
Me.
Because why is ownership?
Why is slavery such a? Yeah, go ahead.
Nigga, don't say that because it's not slavery. I'm talking about.
You said why is ownership such a bad thing? Keep
ownership,
going.
not slavery.
Okay, what's the difference between ownership? Okay, keep going.
You know the difference.
Ownership. You don't own her.
Let me.
You don't fucking own her because you bought her a ring.
Toxic masculinity.
And that's what. But that is the thing.
You heard me just say
both of y'all's point.
You not let me explain it. You're not.
You said ownership. That shit ain't no fucking ownership.
You didn't let me.
You said you own her.
I still have not.
Let me calm down.
Kelvin getting you hype.
Okay.
My thing is
you
this.
shouldn't even be allowed to finish.
I asked the question.
Okay, go ahead.
I asked the question.
Words.
Ownership.
Okay.
Right?
Words.
Ownership as in you are my slave, negative. Correct. Right? That's negative. But ownership in a when you have your car, right? Don't you drive your car different than if you let your friends borrow your car? Or if you let somebody borrow your clothes, don't they treat their clothes different than when you everybody knows when you own something, when you own your house, you take care of your yard. When you don't give a fuck about it. So when I say that as an ownership, I don't mean ownership like I own you and I control you. Ownership meaning I own you, I'm gonna always make sure you look good. You smell good.
Then we should use another word.
Exactly.
You got because I take care of my slaves.
No, so give me a different word. And they didn't take care of their slaves. That's what I'm saying. But they didn't.
I take care of my items I own. That's what you just said.
Items that I own, not slavery. So
what the fuck is you? That's not it though.
Hold on.
That's not it, bro.
Do you understand why he needs to be in tune with his emotions? Because you see how we having a conversation. You said let's define it with a different word, and I'm agreeing with you. Mm-hmm. So what word can we use instead of ownership? Because I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, when you say ownership,
and then she said let's use a different word. I agree. So let's use a different word.
So I would go back to being secure.
Boom. I'll take that. So the ring is for me to show security, not ownership.
Well, I mean,
no, you shouldn't even.
If we're going back to the ring thing. I mean,
y'all both need to wear a damn ring. One person gonna wear a ring. Both y'all need to wear a fucking ring.
So Kelvin, you want to engage with
a ring?
Fucking ring
See, I didn't know the guys didn't wear one.
They don't, cause it's ownership.
I didn't know that.
No, because they don't. No, they don't wear one. Cause
why they don't wear that?
Galloway just changed. It's not ownership.
I'm the only one qualified.
We're not going with ownership. She said that before. She knew that men don't wear nothing.
No,
I didn't know that.
So it's no longer security?
Exactly. So a man ain't got nothing.
I don't want to use ownership no more. I agree.
It's tagging your woman. It's tagging your woman. Telling her, hey man, she off the damn market. Leave her the fuck alone. She mine.
What about a promise ring?
Bro, that's a game. That's a game for a nigga who can't afford the other shit.
No, who be wanting that?
Bruh, a nigga give girls a promise ring when it's a chance that she about to leave or he about to do something drastic.
That's not always because some fathers give their daughters rings.
That's
like does your daughter have a ring?
Not yet.
I said that, exactly. But we're not talking about church and daddy-daughter relationships.
I'm talking about security. I don't want to use ownership no more because I agree with you. It's not ownership.
As long as we not
but
talking
security
about that.
though. Like, so what about security? Can my ring?
But to me, a ring doesn't say that.
No,
to me, the new age, people are just doing it so they can be on social media. But y'all barely could pay for the ring.
Oh,
y'all really don't even got y'all stuff popping how you got it popping, but you just want to show it on social media. I really
so
don't
is that
care
just
about
the
that.
man? Is that just the man?
I mean, he don't got no damn ring.
I just want to know.
No, but I'm talking. So the woman who's showing off the ring.
Female.
Okay, so
the women do perpetuate toxic. Toxic masculinity. What do you think?
I just want to know.
I ain't
It's
deny
not
that.
toxic masculinity.
It's
just toxic thinking.
Is it femininity?
Femininity.
It's
toxic femininity. They perpetuate toxic masculinity.
Why do they put the game? You buy video games. Why do they put the video games in the little security case? Why?
Man, you trying to make?
I'm just asking a question.
You doing white people stuff.
I'm
man.
just asking a question.
White people make a connection, some shit that you say yeah to, and they be like, exactly.
No, white people.
That's what you about to do.
White people
Okay,
make
watch this.
false
Watch
equivalences.
this. Okay, what you about to say about the video game shit?
I
Let's
didn't
go.
say nothing about ownership. You said that we put the ring on. I'm saying for a sense of security, right? You know, niggas. I ain't talking about my woman. I trust my woman, right?
So I feel
but
like
that ring. Hold on, because Ian did it. That ring.
he did it because he just did what other people did.
And I want to hear Ian because Ian's really the only one.
And let me say.
Exactly.
And let me see. No,
Now,
we can talk about it.
No, I don't have no link on nobody.
He just did what people do.
No,
listen.
Wait. No, let me say this first. So you said it's security, right? So she don't.
I don't want to use ownership. She said security is a better word.
Fine. So she don't need to feel security for you because most of the time it's niggas doing damn the backward shit, betraying trust. That's security, right? So you definitely need to wear a ring to show that you secure.
You're not going to generalize.
That is true.
Toxic masculinity.
Okay, come on with the bullshit.
Come on with the bullshit. Can you generalize women?
Okay. The whole thing
Can you generalize women?
Okay.
We are generalizing today, but if this is not you, then you should already say that's not you, and you shouldn't be getting all mad. If it's not you,
I
it's
never
not
got
you.
mad.
No, I'm saying just like people
Kelvin's
listening.
very-
But if it's you, it's you. If it's not, it's not.
Angry KB today.
No, I don't like when nigga, cause I'm a nigga. I was a nigga. I know niggas.
Oh, now
and
you're
y'all
not
trying
one.
to come and bullshit
Now
me.
you not one.
Y'all can't bullshit me because I done did all the nigga shit y'all done did.
You
now
still
y'all
do
trying
it.
to come and put your representative on the podcast. This ain't no representative podcast.
Listen, this
ain't no representative podcast.
Look,
I'm sorry for getting off top of y'all.
I'm raising a little girl, and I do not perpetuate toxic masculinity.
So what you?
I'll let her
Okay,
know.
so I want to bring this up. I do want to bring this up.
I'll let her know.
So your daughter is being raised in the Atlanta area.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a report that came out.
Oh Lord, it's been talking about AIDS.
Well, no, it was about the black men being 60% gay in Atlanta by 2022. So,
Oh god damn!
Spill this drink.
Where that came off of? That's ridiculous,
I'm
man.
serious. I should've-
How they put a year
So
on
what,
it?
I'm serious. What I'm saying is, what do you think that means for your daughter? You said in the beginning that you're teaching your daughter to be stronger than, that you can do more than. So what is that going to make her if men are being like female? So now she has to do all this. Well, it is what it is.
It ain't what it is.
Yes, it is.
I say that to say that because I noticed that naturally, right? Naturally, women, just the female gender, naturally want to take care of stuff, right?
Yes.
And
We're
naturally,
nurturers.
right? And not only nurturers in a physical sense, but y'all also nurture egos. And it happens to little girls very young when a lot of times men mature slower than women. So by high school, we kind of back on the same page. But elementary, middle school, girls kind of progress a little faster than boys a lot of times.
Yeah.
But it's hard for girls to show that because if they like a boy, to nurture their ego, they won't show how fast they are. They won't show how much smarter they are because normally when you're that young,
be on the same playing ground.
if you're faster than me, I don't like you no
field.
more. If you're smarter than me, I don't like you normally, right? So I try to let my daughter know that, look, be the smart girl that you are.
So do you think by telling her, and I'm this is, I'm just asking a question. By you telling her this, is this making it so where her field of finding a man is going to be slim to none?
Not none. It might be slim, but I also feel like, just in general, as a man, as a father,
I'm saying I'm 30 and mine is slim to none right now.
I believe you.
So.
And I'm a father, so as a father, I also believe that, like, just in general, there's probably no man that's on a match to what I want her to be with, right? But at least if she can weed out the weak guys that don't accept her as being smarter than, because I let her know quick, like, it's a little boy, right? And I like him for my daughter already because he
give him age
8.
context.
They're 8. My daughter's 8, right? The little boy is 8. But I like how my daughter is, when they interact with each other, she can read better than him. So he comes to her and say, "Hey, can you tell me what this word is?" I don't know too many young boys that do that.
That's very mature.
Because my son, her own brother don't do that to her. Her own brother be sitting there like,
he just ain't gonna
"You
get it.
funny teacher again." Like, he don't want to hear it. But the fact that one little boy, and now the other little boys around her, they all act stupid. But he was the only one out of all these little boys that did that.
That's pretty damn mature.
That was very.
So let's
but
say
I also know his
that's
mom.
one out of what?
Out of 10, probably.
Exactly.
But
so
to
chances
me,
are that 8-year-old boy is not going to be there in 15 years.
But all she needs is one guy. She don't need one
But what if
husband.
she don't really?
See, you can multiply date, but when you
So
get
now
married, you only
get
marry
one
person.
guy, you only got one
No.
choice.
No. I'm saying you only marry one person.
band,
You don't
one
multiple-
sound.
People have multiple
No,
marriages.
what I'm saying is if you really want to be married, like normally you want to marry one person. You can multiply date. She's gonna date some bad. She's gonna bring a knucklehead to the house. I know
She
every
gonna
girl
bring
about a
But
knucklehead.
I'm
a
saying,
key
forget the
2007
knucklehead.
to the house.
Right. If she bring me to the house, it'd be a little different.
Key
Keith 2007.
2007, I was straight. Oh, 2008.
Wait.
Now my home. You said 2007, 2008. My bad. 2008.
2008. You was straight.
Yeah, 2008. I was straight.
Okay.
I was straight.
No,
2008.
with me, to tag along to
Yeah,
Galloway
stay on top.
Yeah, the thing to tag along to Galloway's point is I feel like it's really hard to be, especially a successful black woman here in Atlanta and just really anywhere, because you guys are naturally strong, and it's like, how do you balance with not being too strong that you push away, potential suitors because you're like, I can do everything on my own. I don't need you. Like, how do you find that balance where it's like, okay, I can find somebody who's on my level that has the time to be with me and is okay with me potentially making more money than them, being more successful than them. That's where I always ask, like, because I see so many young black women that are attractive to me, like, why are you single? And they be like, I can't find nobody. So it's like,
Well, I mean, I can answer that right now. Like the whole, if you got toxic masculinity, so I'm taking that as far as the dominance part of like how guys think, well, me being a man, I need to be dominant, stuff like that. My life is different. You know, I go on tour with celebrities. I work with a lot of artists. I got my own business. I don't have like a 9 to 5. Like something for me, somebody may call me at 12 a.m. like, hey, yo, come here. We need to pull up. We need to do this. It could be high people there. So it could be like, I don't know, executives, life runs different from like a corporate job. A lot of people don't understand that. And so when I have dated in Atlanta, like people try to put me in a box. Like, oh, okay, you're cool. Yeah, I like what you're doing. Yeah, I can handle that. But then when they really see it, they get this jealousy type thing. But if you were to go out with me, like, I ain't doing shit. I'm in there mingling, trying to see what is going on, what you do. But I'm not in there trying to talk to people.
that's the male ego, though.
But that's what I'm
because,
saying.
yeah.
But I don't got time to deal with that. And it's a lot of, and to me, that comes off like an insecurity. You got to know that what we doing is what we doing. And if you feel some insecurity or something like that, that lets me know that maybe that's what you're doing. Not me. Don't be trying to put your insecurities on me. And that's what I have found in Atlanta. Like, guys will put their insecurities off on me. And so it's
That goes
damn.
that
like,
goes both ways, because that takes time to build like that trust. Because if they don't really know you and all they do is they see you, because a lot of me, like I feel sorry for these even young dudes now. I'll be like, how do y'all date these women? Because the stuff that they be posting on social media, I damn sure wouldn't date nobody for the pictures and stuff that they post now. And I think all of us are kind of like that. Well, I don't know about Kelvin because he's different.
Niggas
but
don't know me no more.
I mean, I don't
know him anymore.
I don't know.
I mean, we don't know.
I don't know him
like
anymore.
because hearing Galloway say that, like, do you mean? So now, Kelvin, do you now mean? Because Galloway, you said that. You said a key word that I think that's what Kelvin's getting to.
Who poured me another shot?
Not more.
I was supposed to do it together.
we supposed to do it together. Kelvin, to your point, I don't think Kelvin means more emotional. I think what you're trying to find is men need to be more secure. I think that's the answer.
Okay, now I do like that. You need to be more
Yeah.
secure
'Cause
in yourself.
Yeah.
If you are mad about something, you don't need to come out this whole irate.
I
You need
agree.
to say, that made me feel some type of way.
Yeah,
You don't
that's-
need to wait 2 months later or
That's the
or
same thing I'm talking about.
No, but it sounds different.
Emotional. I do agree
What's
with
the
Keith,
difference?
because he was just saying like we
connotation.
can have a conversation and say I feel like this rather than you let it boil
I
up.
ain't saying nothing, but I just want men to
Okay.
emote.
Okay.
That's different too.
You have an emotion.
Emote.
I want you to emote. That's
And
all
be
I want men
secure-
to do.
and be secure in
I
yourself.
don't even want to go into that.
No, because
But-
that's what women need. Women don't need us to be more emotional. The women need us to be more secure.
But saying being secure means I need to be really. Maybe I need to be really strong to be secure.
No, you need to be secure in yourself to let me know that shit made me mad.
But to me, that's it. That's emote. You have an emotion in your body. Just say it. That's all I mean.
Okay, I see. So you are agreeing with that. Well, I guess what me and Keith were saying, like, to the point where it's like, now you like crying.
No,
you doing all this
I ain't
stuff.
saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if
Okay.
you have an emotion, emote, say it.
So you can communicate
Yes.
that you feel a type of way
Yes.
before it gets to this whole thing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all I
now
want.
That's different. Okay.
Because I agree with you, and I think that's what I was saying earlier. I think that it's on men to be secure. We don't need to look at women to secure us.
Exactly. And I want to say this, and I'm sorry to cut you off. I am not your mom. A lot of guys are looking for that. I'm not your mom. I'm not here to raise you. I'm not here to do that. Now you're looking at me to heal you from what you was going through and all that stuff, but you're not giving the same
But do you know
thing.
why though, right? Like
Why?
this is what I try to
it
explain
can be 1,000 things, but the thing is, don't look at me to do this, but you still not doing nothing for me. What are you doing for me? Now I gotta treat you like a kid, and I still gotta work 40 plus hours a week. I still gotta pay these bills. I still gotta go home, pick the kids up from school. I still gotta work my second job. I gotta do all this and take care of you too.
So it's twofold. I think that men need to secure themselves, but women shouldn't take it as a negative all the time that we look at you as our mothers, because a lot of us were raised by single women.
And I get it. So was I.
And to see that, the strength, the beauty in that whole process, if I meet a woman that reminds me of that, subsequently I might bring my negative baggage too, but the positive part of it is what I'm attracted to. To your point, we don't need the negative part. I don't need you to raise me.
But
that's because I'm insecure.
what I'm saying is, it's usually you see the negative more than the positive.
I give you that.
And it's always like, well, I don't know how to do that because I was raised by. I don't know. What am I supposed to do?
And to piggyback off of that, that's also to what we bring it up on the podcast all the time. Us being black men, that's why that fatherhood piece is important.
Very important.
I nothing against black women; they can raise a child. But a lot of times,
but a woman cannot raise a man.
Yeah,
and a man cannot raise a woman. Period.
Yeah,
it's things that goes on that you do not know.
Exactly. Because I noticed it. I got a little boy and a little girl. It's things that I provide to my little boy that his mom provides, and so I provided my little girl that her mom provides. And I noticed on either ends, if it was just me raising my boy, he probably wouldn't have as much compassion as he has, because I can't be like that to him, because I need him to know what that side is.
Yeah.
Versus my daughter, I give her a lot of compassion, but she wouldn't know any kind of rules. Her mom gives her that part. You know what I mean? Her mom kind of makes sure that she says thank you every time I buy something. I'll be quick to be like, oh, it's my daughter, I'm gonna buy it for her. Her mom be like, nah, she need to say thank you. I'm like, damn. But now I notice why that pays off, because now she's a very grateful young lady. But if I had just raised her by myself,
she be spoiled.
That's why.
And it's nothing against single moms. I was raised by my mom, and I still don't know how she did it. What I'm saying is, I don't get it. It's 4 of us that she raised, and my gosh, but shouts out to you, mom. But just doing that, just knowing that a woman can't raise a man on like a man's mindset or like what a man should be doing. And a man cannot raise a woman on what a woman should be doing or how a woman feels, or just correlating with them on their emotions, because you don't know. You can, what you think, but you don't know. But how the world is today, like my grandparents have been together, but I haven't seen like our parents been together for years or stayed together. I have 3 step parents. 3. So what's that to me? Like, have I seen what love looks like? No. So I'm just going off of, again, what I feel. I think this is right. I feel that's right. And so now I got to do all these trials and errors, and the guy's doing the same thing.
And we do it from a logical standpoint.
Yeah.
She got this, she got this, she got this. On paper, that's a good girl.
Yeah.
But not dealing with your emotions.
Nah, that paper shit don't work out though.
No, that paper
Oh
don't.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, when it
I
comes
know
to
that,
me,
bro.
I go off of emotion.
And go over the resume.
So let me ask you this last question about toxic masculinity.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up.
Because I add a bounce.
Yeah,
Is it toxic to feel like, I guess in the sense that like men should almost cater to the woman, almost in a sense, like cater to the family? Like a lot of times men just kind of like just hand a check to the woman, right, and let her kind of like do what she want to do to the house or decorate stuff. Is it toxic masculinity for us to think that kind of way? Like for us to, because like me, I always saw myself like I don't know how to decorate shit. Like I don't give a damn what couches are in my house. But is that toxic masculinity for me to just tell her like, here go the money, you just buy whatever you want to buy?
To me, I'm saying no because I feel like
Of course, because she gets the choice.
I don't think that is.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think that's just playing to their strengths.
But
right?
see,
you
that's
know
where-
that's your weakness, right?
But
So you know she's better at it than you. So you.
Well, I'm also assuming too, because some women, you go to their apartments, they be like,
No, I'm saying you
bed on the floor just like the dude.
No, you
bed on the floor, like
no, you get to the point where you handing off that check. You know she better than you.
okay.
You ain't finna hand off no check, to no
You're
question.
right, man. You're right, man.
Right.
I could have did this. You walk in, I could have did this shit.
I can do bad all by myself.
But no, that's my point where I think people just want that choice, but people still can look at that as toxic, quote unquote, because it's like, oh, that could be kind of hindering that. Oh, you not giving her the choice. You just telling her she can stay at home, and then you have all the control over her because
nobody said all that.
people
He said
say
he
that
give
all
her
the
a check. He ain't saying she got her own. She ain't got
we
her
don't.
own.
We need to have a feminist on the show because I bet you if we did, she would be.
Oh,
they
yeah,
would.
this
I don't
would've
want to
went a
talk
whole
about
nother way.
feminists.
But I'm
don't
just
wanna talk
saying
about
they
No,
would-
I don't.
But I get what Ian's
they
saying.
would
I don't
find.
get it. You talking about his example of giving a check to?
No, I'm
that.
saying.
You talking about from a feminist standpoint,
Yeah,
like
they would
I
be
still
like,
don't see it. She don't have to do it.
if you bring a feminist on, I'm not coming for that episode.
It would kind of be. I mean, just saying, it
Yeah.
would come like a controlling way coming from that. I'm just.
I don't
it
get
would.
that. If I know that
Because he's.
if I'm having a conversation with whoever I'm with, and I'm saying that, you know, like my place is like not. It doesn't feel like a home. Like I go into another person's place and it feels like a home. You know what I'm
you
saying?
can tell it's a bachelor pad.
Yeah, because it don't feel like a home. You don't got no personality. All I got is a snowman on the damn thing.
Yeah,
So
it does look scary.
yeah,
That nigga still
I
got that
like the
shit up.
snowman. You know, I feel like it watches over my apartment when I'm gone. But anyway,
White Jesus.
yeah, my personal Jesus right here. But what I'm
the
saying is
snowman.
that if I talk to you and I say, well, if I give you like $700, do you mind like doing some decorations, whatever you can with it? I don't see how that could be.
She can look at you like, what if she works and she is a better decorator than you? She's like, no, you go to the store and you pick that up. It's women that'll
That's
do that.
fine,
now.
but it ain't toxic
They can-
masculinity. It's the fact that, okay, you saying that I ain't got the time to do it.
Kelvin, you can't pick and choose. It's just
What
like,
you talking about? That don't even make sense.
Listen, it's just like how you said when you're in a relationship, you'll get somebody like a debit card or a credit card or whatever, right?
Wait,
Wifey
what?
benefits.
That's
Yeah.
toxic
Oh, you
masculinity.
don't listen to the podcast.
Oh, you didn't know that?
How dare y'all bring
don't
this up at the end?
don't listen.
Yeah.
She don't
I
listen
thought
to
you
the
was gonna bring it
podcast.
earlier. I thought you were bringing it
She
earlier.
don't
Talking
listen
about
to
the
the
drinks.
podcast.
I was trying not to, but
Why would you try not to? We should have started off. You give her a debit card?
Kelvin is
Credit card.
What?
Kelvin is
Times of
toxic,
everything.
quote unquote toxic all day.
What's toxic about that?
Okay, what? You're giving her. Okay,
Okay.
what is going on here?
Let me lay some situations out, right?
Okay, please.
If you want to get your girl nails done, what do you do?
Oh, you mean like it's on a list of stuff like I need you to have your
Nah,
hair
you
long?
saying you.
I need to know which way is
No, no,
which
no,
way
no.
is this
You go
approach?
credit card.
You get
to
the
take
thought-
care of all that.
No, you get a thought in your head and say, I want to do something nice for my girl. Like I want to get her nails done. What do you do?
I pay. I send her a cash app and put the nail emoji
Why do that?
to let her know that this is for your nail.
I give my girl a card and I'm saying like, hey, go get your nails done.
Was you talking about Kelvin earlier? It was like you
There's
need to have
nothing
your
toxic
pussy
about
shaved,
that.
have your hair long, get your panty
I
laced.
don't
and here
have
goes
none of
credit
that. I'm
card.
just saying if it's plenty of situations where like she's at the store. I'm like, oh, can you get this for me? Just use my card for it. It's like so many situations where
Okay, let me just
having
let
the
me
card
just make sure I
there
have
just
this
make
right.
it works.
So you have a card.
I got
This-
two cards, the same
This
card.
is your card.
Yeah, I got two cards.
So you have the card and she has the second card.
Yeah.
She can swipe as she wants, but she can only swipe when you say this is for that.
It's my card.
Whoa!
There we go.
What's
There we
toxic
go.
about it?
There we go.
What's toxic about it?
Because just by
Checkmate.
you saying,
Put Ian on the screen.
I want you
Not
to
on
do
the screen
this.
anymore.
Show Ian on the screen because
Please.
you better
'Cause
come on right now.
Checkmate.
I'm not getting this.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
not
what's-
getting it,
I don't get it. What's toxic
here.
about it?
We were here.
So this is
Yahweh.
this is only a technical.
noticed that-
This is a technical benefit.
You have
During the
a
whole
card.
podcast, I told you.
I
Kelvin
have
is
a card.
toxic.
My
That's
card.
real.
I got two.
Okay, so
Let him
let's
hang
flip
himself.
this. Let's
Let
flip
him
this.
hang
I
himself.
have a card.
Wow.
I give you the other
Dominant.
card.
Yes.
And I say you need to go get some new draws.
No,
Is
I
this
never
for sure?
said no need.
It's not,
Listen,
but this
listen.
is saying on my eyes. I'm saying I don't need my nails done.
Well, you don't get them done.
But no, that's what you told me to do. You
No,
said
I didn't
this
tell
is for
her.
you getting your nails done.
No,
So
I
I'm
did not
saying-
tell her. I said, look, if you want it, hey, if you want to get your nails done, go get your nails done. Use my card. It ain't no. You need to go do this. It's like, oh,
If you
it's just
give
a
me a
convenience.
card, I'm using the card for
Niggas
what I want to
explaining.
use the card for.
No,
Hey,
what?
niggas
You're saying I have to use the card for what you want me to use the card for.
It's my card.
No.
Nigga explaining.
Let him.
No.
Am I confused? Y'all tell me in the
niggas
Yes, you're
comments.
confused.
Am I tripping?
Because
Yes.
you're still saying what you want me to do with it. And
It's
you're
my card.
Exactly.
I'm confused.
You're
You
toxic.
shouldn't be.
No, this is the same as me giving her cash. Like saying
No, it's not. You're
it
saying
is. It's just easier because it's like I already have it. It's just,
You're saying I have control over this, even though you have the card.
Exactly.
I have control over it.
Because
That's
she
what
can't
you're
swipe
saying.
whenever she wants to.
Yeah, you saying I can't swipe what I want. You're saying
if some shit go down and she need to swipe the card, like look, use
No,
the
why
fucking
shit
card.
gotta
She need
go
to tell you.
down?
Exactly. Does she need
Why
to tell
does it
you?
gotta
If
go
it's an
down?
emergency, she in trouble. I want her to
No,
use the card. Use
no.
the card.
No, but
No?
She hungry. She wanted some hot Cheetos.
Exactly.
I'm walking through the mall.
If she hungry,
I'm
if she
walking
ain't got
through
the
the
And
money,
I want
use it.
Now she
If
got
she
the money.
got
I
money,
got the
hell no,
no.
she don't need to use my
But how
card.
do you know she
Why?
got the money?
Why? So really,
she
if
got
the
money.
card is for you to control what you want me to do.
No, it's just an easy
No,
way for me to.
Look, hey,
no.
here,
That's
here.
what you just said. That's what
Checkmate.
you said.
This is crazy. Y'all hear this crazy shit?
Kelvin.
Final words.
This is just an
Listen
easy
to what
way
you're
for me to give
For
money.
you to control what the girl is doing.
It's not
'Cause you
controlling.
You just said that I couldn't use the card for what I want to use it for.
No, it's not. You can't just go buy it, go
Why?
on a shopping spree. No,
Why?
it's my card.
Hold on.
Why?
I got you, Galloway. Have you ever seen Roots when they let Toby go into town to drive the master?
No.
But he couldn't drive whenever he wanted to.
Yeah,
he could only drive
Listen,
when
it's
he
not
said.
even that. It's not even that because Keith always like to go to the slave stuff. It's
He
like
said he went in early.
No,
on,
I'm really
brought it up.
tripping right
what's
now.
that movie with
Car sitting right there right
with
now.
Oh my gosh.
what's
I
that
cannot
movie
believe I
called
didn't
with
know
old
about this
buddy
card.
from the Tyler Perry joint?
No problem.
When she was with that crazy dude who was rich, who she thought was good, she left her husband for the rich dude.
Acrimony? I mean, not acrimony.
No force, nothing. I'm like,
Yes, it is.
Justice Smollett
he said,
sister.
hey, if you want to get your nails done,
Addicted.
use the
Oh,
card.
Underground. You talking about Underground?
Yeah, the girl from Underground.
It was in that movie. Addicted.
That's
Is it
his
Addicted?
sister?
Is it Addicted? Yeah, that's his
Oh,
sister.
yeah.
I
It's
didn't know that.
addicted. Yeah.
When she got HIV at the end?
Yeah.
She a
Spoiler
way
alert.
better actor than
Spoiler
him.
alert.
Yeah, no, but
good.
Kelvin is toxic. I just wanted to let
Just
y'all
like that
know.
dude was in
Bro,
that,
you
in that
just
movie.
said
That
some
didn't
shit that ain't got
line up.
nothing to do with that,
Yes,
and
it
then you
does.
ended with
That
Kevin
dude,
is
no,
toxic.
no, if you would have seen that movie, that dude did everything you did. He gave that girl money, he gave her a car,
He
and she
did.
left her man. She's
She
like,
did.
ooh, I'm living it up.
She
And that
thought
nigga
she
was
was
beating the
living
shit
it
out of
up.
her.
And beat her ass.
What?
Kelvin gonna beat y'all.
What? Lure her in.
Y'all hear this shit?
That what you
Kelvin,
just said?
Oh, boy,
said-
it's time for the wrap up.
Rapper,
No,
go ahead, rapper. I gotta
Kelvin.
bounce. I'm
Oh
about to
my
bounce.
God.
Flip Galloway, go ahead.
Okay, well, first I want to do this. I brought you guys some goodies.
Oh shit.
I have magnet water for everybody.
What is
Oh,
that?
What, we get our own?
That's what you be drinking on your podcast? I thought it was moonshine.
Yeah, it's real.
What is a magnet water?
No, I thought it was moonshine.
It's a big moonshine jar.
No, I thought you was drinking.
You
That
did?
feels so love.
That would be lit.
It says
you write?
replenishes.
Yeah.
Can you explain this to us?
Okay, so
Is this a
my
personalized
company.
note? It don't have my name
This
on
my
it.
love, this my love language right here.
It is
Yeah,
good
get it,
stuff.
man, what?
So, my company, Therapeutic House, we make magnet water and we do magnet treatment. And so you can see the consistency. It's really thick. It's thicker than regular water. So this takes us about
Like
2
DeKalb
days
County
to
water.
make. And basically what it does is just a little quick science lesson. Let's say that your cells are a battery, but your battery is not charged. So your knee, maybe your knee is hurting or something like that. You drink magnet water, you get magnet treatment. It automatically replenishes your body because your body is a magnet. So it works automatically. Magnets can't fail. So if you have any ailment, chronic illness, anything like that, magnet treatment or magnet water
Can help.
will cure it.
Oh wow.
It ain't no help.
That's
It's
a-
undeniable.
Oh man.
So you
That's-
guys try it. These are 64 ounces. This is gonna last you 8 days. You just drink 8 ounces in the morning. First thing, don't mix it with nothing. Just drink
Straight
it.
up.
Straight up.
So what's them little things?
So it must be nasty.
No,
Give
it's
me
not
yours
nasty.
then. Give me yours if you
Taste
don't want
it.
No, I'm gonna drink it.
Do you know the difference between like tap water, Dasani?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's
Okay,
no
well,
different.
It tastes different.
Yes, it is a difference.
tastes
Dasani
different.
has like salt in it, and it makes you keep drinking it. That's why they do that.
The link so
I
I
don't
can
drink
Like how
Dasani.
MSG.
Can you
Let me
send
take
me
a
the
little
link
shot.
to y'all something
therapeutic
so I can
house?
put it on the chat?
Okay.
People
Hey,
ask me.
Okay.
I forgot we gotta put it on display.
How you pour this? I was trying to take a little shot, but this
You can, so
Can we
there's
take a
there's
shot?
yeah, you can.
Can't pour us out of yours, bro. I don't want to waste mine.
I've been drinking.
I'm gonna
mine.
waste mine too. God,
I
ain't
I'm
I'm
saying.
drinking mine. Shit.
Huh?
Y'all need to start
Let's
drinking
take
it
a
for
shot
real.
of it right now.
Okay.
This shit good. I done
But I
drink
got
mine.
me a little one too.
Oh,
Well, we
this-
need to
these
pour
the
it out of
little
yours.
one.
We ain't trying to waste time.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the little one.
Let's pour this one.
I feel so loved. I feel
It
like
say ball
see
on
this.
it.
Yeah.
This is the
Baller
type
This
of
is
shit
real
that made me
deal right
love
here.
black women because I don't think no Caucasian woman would have did this.
She would have
So,
charged.
well, I want to make sure that my black people are getting healed. This literally will heal your body. Well, somebody else pour that.
Yeah.
Keep
No, I'm
finna pour
short. I
this
can't
shit
really do
right
it.
on the
Hands
floor.
ain't even covered out.
Okay.
Which one am I? It don't matter.
It'll cure it if you get a disease.
Magnets.
Yes.
Magnets.
Magnets.
What you saying about the hands? Oh, we do.
Oh, what's the little hand thing? Y'all be putting them little things on people's hands.
So
What's
we
that?
use rare earth magnets. So it's not the magnets that you put on your refrigerator. It's they have to have a north and south pole.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Magnets.
Magnets.
Oh, I was scared. I didn't know what it was gonna taste like.
It is thicker though.
Yeah.
It's thicker for
It's
sure.
thicker.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Some people,
damn it,
some of our
man.
clients say it's like the Ciroc of water.
Oh, Ciroc water.
Yeah.
Did he
If
like
you
love?
drink coffee, you won't have to drink coffee no more.
Take
Damn.
Energy
That's dope.
takes away your pain, increases your circulation, decreases inflammation.
Does-
See, white folk ain't got a hold of this
Are,
yet.
are there,
Oh, they have.
Oh, they
So
have?
that's what's in. That gets the wrinkles away. Magnets.
You know they have.
they
man.
still got
They trying to
wrinkles,
find
bro.
Well, they do
anything,
still have wrinkles.
anything to replicate our melanin. They
No, I'm
trying
saying
to
I
find.
don't feel like they got a hold of it yet because they'll have it out at Starbucks and shit.
No. They're not gonna make it that mainstream.
Okay.
It's like moringa powder. They don't have it everywhere.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I like that. I like
It's
that.
dope though. Y'all make sure. So I'm gonna put a link.
I like that.
I'm gonna put a link in the chat, man.
Yeah.
So it's there, so y'all can go ahead and purchase this or get
Our
get it
spa
wherever
is
you
in
can.
Alpharetta, but we do make house calls.
The 24-hour spa.
So,
24 hour spa.
we do
You
till
know
8
that-
p.m.
That the one that's in the
I ain't
blue.
never
No,
heard
we're
of
not
that.
Jeju.
Bro,
We're not Jeju.
You know what I'm talking
we're
about?
not
It's one
Jeju.
right there.
The Korean bathhouse. Yeah.
Bro, you never
It's
been
in
there?
Duluth.
That shit nice.
I'm gonna take you, Calvin. You ready for the experience?
No, do
I
not
don't
go
want
to
to be around
Jeju.
no naked people.
Jeju,
We
how
don't
you-
gotta do that.
I'm good.
You don't like
Calvin,
Jeju?
we don't have to do that part.
No, I don't want to emote it while you around because you might say you being feminine. Now I be bad and shit. I'm sorry.
Calvin, we don't have to do that part. We can
Bring everybody. I come with the whole podcast crew.
Bring the fuck.
Okay, I'll bring
Bring
everybody.
everybody. I'll be there.
That's what girls do. I ain't gonna name it myself. Can my girls come?
You buy me a drink. You buy all of us a drink.
Even despite my
True.
shit.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take all y'all.
All right,
Your life will
about
be
to
changed.
I'm about to bounce.
All right, man. Let's go. Let's do a quick wrap up, man. Toxic masculinity, man. Hit us with it. Basic. Oh no,
Right.
Mr. Keith, you go first.
I'm not on.
Want me to go
Put me
first?
on the camera too.
All right,
Oh, my bad.
wrap up. All right, so my wrap up is toxic masculinity.
Be real now, Keith.
Toxic,
Be real.
toxic masculinity. One thing for sure is I believe it's on men to debunk it. You know, I like when women come on and talk about it, but it's on us to debunk it. 1. 2, I have to give Galloway the feminist test, right? So it's a game show. It's a black man, it's a white man, and it's a white woman. Who do you want to win the game show?
The black man.
All right, my sister.
Please. Because I
Next.
know if he won, baby, we done won.
Y'all not that woke.
Because a
Next.
black man supposed to take care. All right.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
At the end of the day, the person that I relate to the most is if he said black anything, I'm going with black.
Oh, who was on the show?
He said a black man.
So this is a feminist question. I ask most like women.
So what
to
would a
see-
feminist say?
White woman, because she's a woman.
So hold on. It was a white woman.
See, I told you I would.
A white woman, a black man, a white
man.
Oh, okay. I
Who
thought it
you-
was a black woman on there. I'm like, why she didn't choose a black woman?
No, of course. Hell, if it was a black woman, I would choose a black woman over a black
Oh,
man.
yeah, I was choosing a black woman.
Okay.
I mean,
Basic, man. What's up?
I guess with me, as everybody can see my shirt, RP Nip.
yeah, RP.
Hey,
Yeah, man. But I guess just to kind of, because I didn't really get a chance to talk on the last podcast. Anybody?
I didn't get a chance to talk.
Nah, but
You see
like
how
on.
people do? You see how people do? You
That
see how
was
people do?
that was some nigga shit. I didn't get a chance to talk.
You been waiting to say that,
Why?
On a more, like I said, on a more serious note, like I said, I didn't really get a chance to really talk about the Nipsey passing. I guess to explain it to people who don't really have any Cali roots or whatever, it would be like if someone shot T.I. on the West Side.
I appreciate you for
That'd
saying
be
that.
crazy.
A lot
That
of
was-
people, ain't nobody made no correlation. So I appreciate you.
Put that
for
on your
saying that.
status,
Yeah,
bro. Cause
so-
that should go viral. Cause that makes sense.
So, and it was like, and he was so influential and even bigger than Pac, because anybody listen to Pac was not from LA. Like this dude from downtown LA. Me and my fiance were just out there, and I got the chance to go see his store. A dope place is, like I said, is in the hood. Slauson and Crenshaw, like, is right there. And he just meant so much to the community. And I just say that to know a lot of people are asking, you know, what can they do? Like, you know, how do we keep it going? And, you know, with Nipsey's music and what he was doing in the community, he was real big on saying, you know, the marathon. And how he says with that, and how I like to think of that, is life is the marathon, it's not a sprint. Like, you're not gonna be able to do it quick. Ain't nothing positive or really world change gonna happen right away. It's gonna take time. So all we gotta do is keep pushing, keep being positive, and like I said, on I guess a larger note, far as toxic masculinity is with that ego thing. Like, Nipsey was shot and killed because he called somebody out of their name, and instead of them, like Kelvin was saying, with us not being able to really control our emotions or really be in tune. Instead of them,
should have hit that.
Instead of them really getting, I just didn't. It's just like I said, to me, it's really like I just been thinking about that like all week. It was kind of really emotional because even though I didn't physically know him, you know, anybody who, you know, I've had cousins that, you know, have got killed in gang violence and things of that nature, and just family that stays out there, and anybody who's been out there knows, you know, it's just part of the culture out there. It's just like, it was just such shocking, because it was like that could have been anybody's cousin, and just because somebody said something that somebody didn't like, he hated himself enough, the person that shot him, that he devalued black life that much that he would shoot this man and then kick him in the head after he shot him to show that I don't care about you at all. And it's just like, we have to, us as black people, the only way we're ever going to grow and change is we have to start to value ourselves more, and that comes from valuing our women more, valuing our families, valuing our communities, and nothing's gonna be better until we can change that. And it's gonna come from all of us working together, whether you're out in Cali, West Coast, Atlanta, wherever, just everybody working together. Platforms like this where we can put people like yourself that have, you know, businesses. We all support each other, you know, and like I said, all that, you have to love one another, and that's when it comes to that. So RIP Nip.
Nothing basic about that at all.
Make $1 million while we young.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
Galloway, you want to leave us with some words on toxic masculinity?
Sure. First, I want to say on what Ian was saying for Nipsey Hussle, that energy doesn't die. So Nipsey's hustle, his energy has not died. And the whole thing, like the whole marathon, is knowing yourself. You can't go help a community or help somebody else if you don't know yourself. Like Nipsey he knew himself, so therefore he knew what he needed to do for his community. So the whole thing is know yourself and what you need to do to reach that higher calling. So that's what we need to be doing as black people. And so RIP Nipsey Hussle, and just knowing that, you know, energy doesn't die and his energy is still here for us. Toxic masculinity, I think this was a very good talk. I think it just kind of reached the surface, you know. I mean, it's only so much you can talk about in a certain time span, but I do appreciate you guys. I think that you guys are very good men. Just period. Black men, you're out here just making a message, and that's good. How many people don't have a voice?
This nigga here.
Get this man some labels.
Label that shit next week.
It'll be fixed next time, guys.
We don't know, y'all.
This nigga hit it. Freestyle on the button, nigga.
But I do want to say thank you to y'all because, like I said, I don't think that black men get appreciated a lot. So I want to say thank y'all for inviting me on your show and for y'all doing y'all's thing and for letting people, get a different perspective from what y'all are feeling. Toxic masculinity, I think that times are changing. The energy is changing. The whole Me Too movement, the whole R. Kelly, the whole Bill Cosby. I mean, these are black men, but we just got to realize what's going on. Nothing is a coincidence, and everything starts with you. So if you feel like you need to make a change, you need to make a change for yourself, not for a community or anything like that, because at the end of the day, you're not doing it for yourself. And as far as me, I just want to say women in general, black women, it's okay. And love will come to you how it's supposed to come to you. So, and you can follow me at Therapeutic House. That's where our magnet water resides, our magnet treatment. Our spa is in Alpharetta, 4380 Kimball Bridge. If you want to come out for a treatment. And then my personal page is Galloweezy1, GALLOWEEZY1. Thanks for having me on your show, guys.
Oh, no. Thank you for coming on the show because, we should have been did this. We should have been on part 2 by now. But this definitely like a conversation that you have to continue. But she is also she also does Food for Thought Fridays. Oh, every Friday.
Let's start tuning.
Well, do you be doing your hair every time you?
Yeah, so that's like.
I be like, she doing her hair every time. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
She got them waves up there.
Yeah, I be like, she be working on her
waves.
Jameson, she got waves, bro.
Yeah. Jameson, I'm black mixed with black.
Jameson,
you see that?
Cultures and conversations coming, small bites coming soon.
He will plug. He will plug.
I be in my bathroom doing my thing, and it'll just come to me what I need to talk about.
Exactly. Y'all check out her Food for Thoughts on Instagram, man. She do it every Friday, man. It ain't no time period. It's coming Friday.
Yeah,
that's it.
Before 12, it'll
right. Before 12, yeah. So she was just you just went to the B2K.
Oh yes, the Millennial Tour.
I forgot that. I should have asked you.
Are you about to review that? I want to know how that was.
Okay. Pretty Ricky, I mean, I'm just being honest. What did they come?
They had everybody.
Pretty Ricky should have been the headline.
Travis Porter?
No. He's not old school. It's just old school. They had Lloyd.
I like that.
Fabo came out. They tried to take Fabo off the stage. So
Fabo wasn't got
what?
I heard. What? Yin Yang? Did they come out?
What?
Yeah, Yin Yang.
They had their sons on the stage.
So Bow Wow was there?
Bow Wow came.
Bro, that nigga did bounce with
They had everybody, bro.
B5. Y'all remember B5?
Oh shit,
B5.
Hell no.
Yes.
I forgot about them.
What do they even look like now?
They look the same. It was weird.
They look weird when they were young though.
Whole bunch of light clones.
I think those is it El DeBarge's kids or cousins?
One of them DeBarges, yeah.
Yeah, but everybody came out. Sammy came out.
So was this Scream tour?
So it would be like a updated Scream tour. It was 15 years ago. Yeah.
So all the niggas in Atlanta just came out basically.
Yeah.
Because Sammy here, Fabo
Bone Crusher came out.
Oh, that's Atlanta.
Yeah.
Mario was there.
Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
How long was this concert?
He gave his shit.
It was Chingy. Chingy was there. He did his thing. It was literally from 8 to like 12:30.
We should
that was lit.
That shit was
just sound lit.
I don't know no dudes that went though.
Yes.
They were with they booze though.
There was a lot that was with their booze, and there was a lot that was single to try to catch a girl.
Bro, I said I should have pulled up.
Y'all should have
that would have been a
They
fish
knew the
net.
girls was reminiscing. I had said it. I said, hey, they about to be reminiscing.
Yeah, I should have pulled up outside.
Yeah, because that Pretty Ricky, that
What?
first album, freshman year.
Yep. Pretty Ricky did the thing. Pretty Ricky all day.
So did he really throw his draws? They said spectacular.
He threw something. I don't know what it was though.
It was draw.
I don't know. It probably was because he had a towel.
Shout out to LS Keenan. She caught him. She caught spectacular
Oh,
draws.
for real?
Hey, I feel like Keenan was there, yeah.
What?
All right, y'all.
That joke was jumping. I ain't gonna lie. It was jumping.
Lord before that caramel? He sung that caramel in it? That caramel?
Who? Spectacular?
Lord.
Oh no, I don't think
That's
so.
my jam right now.
No,
Wait,
Southside.
the new song? Oh yeah, he did.
Southside.
Yeah.
I like
Something happened with his mic. Oh, that's what I say about Fabo. They tried to get Fabo off the stage, so he did that lean with it rock. He was only supposed to do one song. They took him off the stage. She stood on the side of the stage. She said, "Started to see how y'all did." The whole crowd went crazy.
That's our song. Yeah, that's the chapter song.
Security had to like. It's time to go. Everybody say
we went crazy.
Everybody.
Yeah. Why we ain't do at school, man? Bring Fabo out to do geek though. That would have been.
We still can.
I might be able to get him for my wedding. I know he about $30.
Get him for the wedding, bro.
You get him for $500 for one song?
Not even 5. I give him.
Fabo gonna do it. He's still turned now. He be dancing like a fool.
At least in the bill.
Fabo be dancing like a fool
now. A bill
now.
and a blunt, bro.
All right. That's some mid.
Oh man. All right, man. Hey man, thank you for tuning in for our Toxic Masculinity episode. You know, we were jumping around a little bit, man, but we definitely hit on some strong points, and I appreciate everybody coming through, man. I just want to encourage all the fellas, man, to express yourselves, and you know, don't forget, like, you hold some accountability with the people you're around, right? Call your homeboys out, man. If it's something that you should talk about, don't just avoid it, man. It's easy to avoid things, and you know, take the tougher route sometimes and talk about that shit. I want to thank Galloweezy 1 on Instagram, Therapeutic House on Instagram, Food for Thought on Fridays. Make sure you follow the podcast, Instagram, Words with KB Podcast. And on Facebook, the group Words with KB podcast. We're gonna be streaming more towards the group instead of on the personal page. So you're gonna see something similar to this. We're gonna have a little more graphical interfaces and trying to be more interactive with the comments going forward. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next Tuesday. We'll be back on Tuesday with some different type of content. Won't be a podcast, but it'll be interesting all the same. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
Yep.